Little Pumpkin, and welcome back to Arcade Spirits Live Part 3. I've changed how I've introduced this game each and every time, which is kind of funny. But hey, let's get on to Chapter 3, because woo! I love this music right here. Level 3. Take it to the max. Woo! It is the future year 20-something, and today is the day. Well, not the actual big day when we reveal Wyvern Keep but a big day in relation to that big day, and I am completely stressed out. My mission, should I choose to accept, I kind of already chose to accept, is to spread the word about the upcoming Funplex event. The one that I'm in charge of. The one that I've put a ton of effort and hope into already. The one where if nobody shows up, it spells doom for all. Hey, no pressure, right? I mean, if I fall, I'll only be the laughingstock of the entire Funplex. They'll call me Funplex Failure for the rest of my days. I'll be shamed, forced to wear a giant red F on my chest. Snap out of it, Kate. Let's focus on what's right here, right now. Specifically, a giant conglomerate horde of people that keep bumping into me and smell like corn chips. And there is nowhere to run. This instantly makes me think of a mall, but this is obviously some sort of convention. Oh, I guess it says it. I might be in a little over my head here. Working in the arcade, I've gotten used to smaller crowds. My skin has gotten a little thicker and resistant to sticky soda, hands touching me accidentally, but nothing could have prepared me the sheer scope and scale of this. Just me and, I don't know, maybe 50,000 other people. I know Naomi's the one who doesn't like crowds, not me, but come on now. This isn't a crowd. It's a I don't know. A giant horde of people. Complete the horde-sized screens hanging overhead, constantly showing advertisements for arcade games and industry happenings. Wow, it's so exciting. Isn't it exciting, Kate? That is a word. Yes. Hold on, I thought I turned up the volume for dialogue.
Hey, listen.
Guess they don't have voices anymore. Why? Okay. I've never really been to one of these things. What a spectacle. Thanks for giving me a ticket. I really needed to get away for the weekend.
Ooh.
Hey Kate, how are you holding up? Looking a little green around the gills there. I can smile through this. I can't smile through this. Everything is fine. It's not my favorite thing ever, but I can handle this. I just repeat my mantras. This is fine. Everything is fine. Everything will be okay. Not an ideal situation, but I got this, Juniper. Sure, there'll be a struggle, but what doesn't traumatize me today can always traumatize me later.
BFFs for life.
Oh, so you'll say that, but never mind. This is exactly why I came here with you. To help you in your hour of need. And to get away for the weekend, but still, hour of need. It's true, Juniper has helped me get through a lot, but beyond generalities, I think she specifically wants to make it up to me for the whole job offer situation. It's nice to have her here. We're not going to let a little thing like that stay as a sticking point between us. So, what's the plan? Huh? We can't just stand around all day, Kate. There's a lot of ground we need to cover to make your Funplex a success. How are we going to attack this? What's the first move? I was just going to sort of play it by ear. You didn't plan for this? Like, at all? I was too busy lying awake all night stressing out to worry about planning things. Look, I'm new at events management, much less event promotion. Kate. Well, let's start with this. Juniper swings her book bag off her shoulders and crouches on the ground. She opens it up and pulls out a stack of papers. Hold these. I cradle them in my arms. Okay, I'm holding these. What are these exactly? Flyers, silly. The ones you wanted for promoting your big event? I managed to print off quite a few before the boss started giving me weird looks. Why are copier rules always so strict in office jobs? It's just paper, and I needed it. I flip a sheet over and start to remember. It was about 2 weeks ago. What's with this game in 2 weeks? Ashley and I were holding down the fort that day. Gavin locked himself in the office and told me that if I bothered him for anything other than an emergency, that I would not live to regret it. Francine stayed home that day. She was marathoning a competitive knitting show or something like that. Sounds about right. Naomi was out shopping for some extra parts. The Dig Dug machine was acting up again. The buttons were sticking from some kid spilling a slushie on it. So what started as a pretty boring day in an empty Funplex changed rapidly. When Teo came into the Funplex carrying an armload of giant rolled up posters. Come home, Teo. Good morning, my fair Teo. How art thou? Only so. Freaking excited. I might explode into 1,000 bits. Please don't. That'd be an awful mess to clean up. I was gonna say. We don't nearly have enough hydrogen peroxide to get out all the blood stains, and I don't have a plastic tub full of Lyle to dissolve your body parts in. Not to mention the years of therapy Kate and I will have to go through to get over how horrible it would have been to watch your friend die violently in front of you. I just can't afford it. Ice cream, it's much cheaper. Joking? I'm joking. It's just a turn of phrase. Chill. I'm not going to literally explode, but, guess what's happening in 2 weeks? It's something huge for us. Are they showing a compilation of internet cat videos at the movie quad? Please tell me we are finally going to replace the blindingly horrible casino-like carpet beneath our feet. Hey, I like the carpet. It's fun. No and no. Okay. I guess I've teased it enough. Teo took the poster he was clutching and unravels them before us. It's Max time! Max? Max is already here? I thought that wasn't for another month. This means I really gotta double down on my cosplay production. Say goodbye to sleeping for the next 2 weeks. I've got so much to do now. I know, right? I still have to meet with all the dancers and work out our synchronized dance routine. Nearly not enough time to perfect it. And I have to find a good time and place for an international Showtime stage community gathering. I still have to finish hand sewing all of the embellishments to my tailcoat, find or make a decent pocket watch, and start and finish my third cosplay. Ugh, death, take me now. Wait, can we go back a minute? What exactly is Max? Something tells me these two are going to talk my ear off for a minute. Let me take a drink of my drink. The best gaming convention ever. Did you both plan to say that in unison? Regardless, I'm still mostly confused and require further explanation. Max is the Mega Arcade Expo, an annual arcade gaming convention. It happens every year around this time, over on the West Coast. But this year, they're having a Max right here in our city, and it's going to be the biggest one yet. I always go every year and show off my newest cosplay. It's a great way to meet a whole bunch of other arcade people, and catch up with those who you haven't seen since the last convention. It's so much fun. Okay, yes, okay. I see why you're both excited. Sounds cool. Yep, and I was thinking we could put up some Max posters around the Funplex to, get all the locals hyped about it. That's a splendid idea, Teo. Finally, an East Coast Max. We gotta make sure everyone knows about it. That we do. Teo, Ashley, and I spent half an hour putting up posters around the Funplex. We plastered as many faces as we could without making it look too obscene. While we were pushing pins into the walls, Teo and Ashley kept telling me stories of past Maxes and all the fun they had. Their spirit was infectious at the very least. Hard for me to avoid ending up on the hype train. Choo choo! But importantly, the more I heard, the more I started thinking about how we could use this event to benefit the Funplex in some way. As the Funplex's newly minted event manager, I had to be on the lookout for opportunities like these. The very first Max on the East Coast. It'd be perfect. Hey, can we promote the Funplex events at Max? Good for local buzz, and maybe we can convince some out-of-towners to stick around for it? Woohoo! That's the one you've been working on, right, Kate? Yeah, I've got ideas for tournaments, token discounts, much to Gavin's displeasure, and more. And we'll be revealing the new game we got from that raid. You're confused. I see. And do you have a name for this grand event yet? Yeah, Kate, what's it called? I've been thinking long and hard and coming up with the perfect name. But I think I figured it out. Are you ready? Am I? The suspense is killing us. The Funplex event will be called... What's the event name? 50 characters max. I have no idea. Yeah, my character's been thinking long and hard for freaking 2 weeks, and I've been going, huh? For 2 minutes, so. Funplex. I mean, Funplex Rising works well, but Hello to my single viewer. Let me guess. Coda. I need to think of a good event name for the Funplex event. Funplex Plus? Nah. Yeah, Funplex Rising works. I was thinking of calling it Funplex Rising. How's that sound, I wonder? That works. No, try again. Kid, tell me what I need to name the Funplex event going on. Actually, I think it sounds fine just switching it. Rising Funplex. Because we're raising the fun, and it's the Funplex. Nope, we'll only add the exclamation mark, but I need the dash. I was thinking of calling it Rising Funplex. How's that sound, I wonder? It's good. We shall call it Rising Funplex. What do you think? Eh? Oh, I do so love it. It's perfect. Really? You named it Rising Funplex? There are worse things you could have called it. It's kind of catchy, though. Nice work, friend. Ha, thanks, you two. So, how do I get tickets to Max? How can we advertise there? And how much would all of that cost? I'm still living off pizza bagels, you know. You mean you don't already have your tickets? They sell out, like, on day 1, my friend. Actually, they sell out in about 20 minutes on day 1. And all the hotel rooms are gone way sooner. What? No! My greatest plan foiled. Beep beep. Caitlin, while you were all talking, I located all the scalpers who were selling tickets online at exorbitant prices. And then I hacked into their PI addresses, found less than tasteful information on a couple of them, which would make their lives very difficult if it got out into the open. After contacting them, I promised I wouldn't leak such sensitive materials into the internet in exchange for selling us tickets at their original prices, and they gladly obliged. Such nice humans. I transferred the funds from your account to theirs and secured the tickets. You should be getting an email for 2 Max tickets in approximately 3, 2, 1. Done! Oh, I suggest you invite Juniper to come along as your second, according to Juniper's Iris. She's very stressed from her job and could use a mini vacation. Okay, but, Iris? That's kind of known as blackmail. What you just did is technically very, very illegal. Don't worry, Kate. I erased all possible leads back to you. You'll be fine. And it's all in the name of helping with Funplex, isn't it? Just like you wanted me to do. Oh no. Oh, bye. Well, Iris has been dedicating herself to this event. I couldn't be doing it without her, even if we need to have another talk about human ethics. Yeah, you're gonna need a couple of those with her. Fine, but next time let's do it without any federal crimes, okay? Okay, it's a promise. Regardless, hey, tickets, now you can go. Sweet. And I'm not going to pity a few cold-hearted, bloodthirsty ticket scalpers myself. Those guys ruin events like Max. Also, while I was procuring your tickets, I stumbled across the Funplux's face wall account. It hasn't been updated in exactly 13 weeks, 2 days, 14 hours, and 54 seconds. The Funplux's social media presence is completely non-existent. Wait, we have a face wall account? Because we don't have a Facebook. I mean, that does make sense, but still, I had no clue of its existence. I sort of run it. And I'm really bad at keeping up on it, though. That sounds like it would be Gavin's thing. Why isn't he in charge of it? Gavin couldn't care less about social media. He says that, and I quote, social media is where idiots go to go yell at each other about nothing of importance, and I'm not going to waste my time with it. Hey, that's why I don't have faith. That's why I don't have any social media. That's literally why I have no social media but YouTube. That also sounds like Gavin. Yep, and Francine is too old to understand the importance of social media, and Naomi is way too busy with all her beloved games, so it fell into my hands. Which, as Iris stated, I haven't been doing a great job at it. Well, we should take advantage of it for this. We can use the Facewell account to spread the word of Rising Funplex. You're completely right. It should work hard. I should work harder at it. Or if you want, you could take it over. As the event manager, that makes sense. I hate dealing with social media, but I know how to do all of this. I really should take on this responsibility. It can only benefit the Funplex, and Ashley's right. Getting the word out is part of being an event manager. Right, I got this. Ashley, can you email me the login info? Yep. Ashley pulls out her phones and fiddles with it for a minute. Login, get. Congratulations, you are the new owner of our social media accounts. Huzzah! The power is all mine. Mine! Ashley, are you sure you want to give Kate this much power? If the fact that they threw their head back and cackled isn't sign enough, I don't know what else is. I'm not worried one bit. That's where you made your mistake. That is your final mistake. Excellent. Got it on my burns. Kate, I can help the Funplex keep up with the face wall. I can program time posts and use effective keywords to get the most out of each post. SEO is one of my many talents. That'd be helpful, actually. Just, don't break any laws. Understood. Do I have permission to access your contacts on your face wall? Sure. And there. I sent out notifications to everyone on your friends list and your friends' list about Rising Funplex. That was fast. No joke. One more thing. Your site should be about 75% more images. Did you know that 90% of people prefer looking at pictures online rather than reading? Sometimes I just don't understand you sentient beings. Your Iris does make a good point. We should totally come up with a poster for our event. We can hand them out at Max too. And of course, put them around the arcade. Okay, the arcade isn't too hectic today. Ashley, if you can watch the floor, I can go design us a sweet flyer to pass out to the con-goers. it is time to deploy my mad artist skills. Woo! Sounds like a plan. Let's make this the best Max ever. One we will never forget. Bye-bye. I spent the rest of the afternoon working hard, having the perfect design for our posters. Well, a design for our posters at any rate. God, it's like when I made the poster for GSA. Which brings me back around to the stack of papers currently in my arms, which do not, in fact, resemble the poster I designed. Oh, I took a little liberty of turning your poster just a little. Prizing Fun Flux. I score contests all day, all games. Ooh. Mystery rare game reveal. Fist of Discomfort tournament. And changing the font selection and picking out new clip art and rearranging everything and using a poppier color scheme. Multi-world record exhibition. So basically you just said, screw my poster, I'm doing what I want. But I liked my original design. Kate, you used Comic Sans and Papyrus. Yeah? So? Comic Sans is cool, right? It looks like a comic book. Gamer nerds love comic books, don't they? And Papyrus was in that movie with the blue cat people. It's everyone like, what? Take it from a wannabe visual designer, Comic Sans is a one-way ticket to the uncool zone. But these new flyers are gonna pull people in from all four corners of the globe. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess these are kind of not bad. Pretty good, actually. Okay, they're superior by every conceivable metric. But I don't know you were an artist, Juniper. But I didn't know you were an artist, Juniper. I'm not really, I mean, I guess I'm good at pretending to be one. But I couldn't, like, make art for a living, right? I couldn't. Anyway, if that stack isn't enough, I also emailed you a copy of the original flyer. Just take it to a copy shop or something. They can run off more. Publishing documents, get. So, back to the point at hand, getting the information to the masses. Maybe if we just start yelling, hey you guys! Several people turn around and look at us confused. Juniper, what? Yelling is probably not the best way to get our word out. And I'm actually still waiting for Ashley and Teo to show up. They promised they would help me, so I think I'll just hang out until they arrive. As you like, it seems my work here is done. Juniper pulls out her phone and checks it. You Funplex folks fling some flyers. As for me, there's a really cool panel I wanted to attend. How about you get your foot in the door of the arcade art industry? I mean, not that I'm seriously thinking about it, just, you know, it's interesting and stuff. Oh, it's starting in 10 minutes. I'll catch up with you at home. Good luck, Kate. Juniper waves as she trots off. I lose sight of her instantly as she ducks into the crowd. Growing up, I always knew that arcades were amazingly popular, but the reality of it all really didn't stick until being here at Max. Thousands of people are coming together for their love of games. It's actually pretty darn inspiring. I muster enough courage to wade my way through several hundred people in the main convention hall. Eventually, I find a safe place. I humble bench near the water fountains. I make this my home base while I wait for my friends. Since both Teo and Ashley are running late, I have some time to fully take in my surroundings in a calmer fashion, of course. Everywhere I look, everything I see. It's all steeping in arcade culture. Booths are set up for all major arcade companies, each table vying for attention of the crowd. Some have spaces set up with stages, flashing lights, and people throwing t-shirts into lines of people. That sounds awesome. Free shirt! Can we talk about these lines for a second, though? There are lines for everything. Lines to play games, lines to go see a panel, lines to eat disgusting convention food, lines for the bathroom. There are even lines to get into other lines. They all just wait there, standing happily chittering amongst themselves. I have trouble waiting in line for 10 minutes for 10 minutes at the whole story for a coffee, let alone waiting in line for 3 hours just to play a game that'll be released in 4 months. These people aren't even human anymore. Their perseverance is godlike. The scenery output here is overwhelming. People are shouting and laughing as the crowd areas. Music pumps out of several different booths, making it a weird mashup of notes and chiptunes. There's even a giant dinosaur that people can take selfies with. It doesn't surprise me, actually. As I contemplate how I'm going to attract all these people to Rising Funplex, I hear sounds of a very loud and very upbeat music from behind me. I feel the bumping of the bass reverberate through my shoes, and I turn around. Kate! Teo! Teo sits down, a colossal boombox at his feet. I recognize the music now. It's from Showtime Stage, and Teo is bumping his signature song. I motion for him to turn down the music, and he complies. The last thing I need to do is lose my voice from shouting before I even get the chance to talk to anybody. Hey! Sorry I'm late. I had some last-minute dance moves I had to incorporate into the routine. No worries, I just got here myself. Despite Max's many attempts to trample me, I have survived thus far. Yeah, it looks like you are significantly non-trampled. Nicely done. Don't congratulate me yet. We still have the rest of the day to endure. What's with the boombox, by the way? Oh, this? It's for the Showtime Stage gathering. There are gonna be a couple hundred of us from all over the world. I didn't realize that there's Showtime Stage communities in other countries. Yeah. We're actually the second biggest community. The largest is in Japan. Several players flew all the way from Tokyo just to be part of our Showtime Stage flash mob. Hell yeah! Is this really the best place for a flash mob? Why not? The idea is to just... What? Yes, I want to join in. I don't know. How did you even arrange this? I want to join. I admit I've probably spent too much time watching videos of flash mobs, doing random stuff for upvotes, but they look like so much fun. And take everybody by surprise like that. I want to see the looks on their faces. I want in. Kate, it might be a little too late for that. I've been planning this for months, and it's taken coordination from all the leaders of all the Showtime groups. There was a lot of work from all sides to make this come together. Now, all that's left is to actually do it. In fact, Kate, you should come watch it. Hell yeah. Ashley! I was about to respond when a very elegantly dressed gentleman caught my eye. He wore a black pompadour. He wore a black proper tailcoat with an ornate signal pinned to his breast. That's this. Accompanying his suit, he had fashioned himself with white regal gloves. With a cloth draped over his arm, he held tightly onto a unique tea kettle. As he approached, the crowd parted like waves for Moses. There are oohs and ahs from onlookers, and people pulled out their phones to get quick pictures of him. Like the rest of the crowd was taken aback by how immaculate his butler was, absolute perfection. I felt like I had time warped back to the 1800s and about to have tea with royalty. He stepped up to me and Teo and gave us a slight bow. Normally this would be ridiculously out of place, but not for an arcade convention. He's a character from a hot fighting game called Melee Maidens. It's all about ninja maids and battle butlers duking it out for the right to serve a fancy party or something. Tea Earl Grey hot. Something familiar about this butler. I actually. Something I do. That is totally something I do. What's up, kid? This cosplayer is decked out in full butler, regal teapot and all. I think I'll play along with this charade. Just in time, the Dulium crystals are busted and the replicators are on the fritz. Number 1, make it so. Kate, it's me. Huh? How does the mystery butler know my name? Do I have a sticker who is also a butler? Do I have a stalker who is also a butler? What if we work together? Oh, did Francine hire someone and not tell me about it? How long have Gavin, Naomi, and Ashley? Took you long enough, jeez. Confused look on your face. Ha! Priceless. Have you never seen Ashley's cosplay before? Possibly, probably not. What's cosplay? What's crossplay? It's when you cosplay as another gender. Oh, okay. Ashley, seriously, you look completely different. I didn't even recognize you. I'm sorry I let you think otherwise for a minute, but it was all in good fun. No worries. It's pretty impressive work. Oh, it's not impressive at all. I mean, I could have done a much better job at sewing the tailcoats, and I need to be like 5 inches taller, and I didn't go to the gym enough before this. You can't change any of that now, and honestly, it looks fine. Regardless, the cosplay parade is starting soon, and I need to get over there. You should come with me. Hey now, Kate was going with me to the Showtime stage gathering. Well, whatever Kate wants to do. It's their choice. That's fair. Either way, it'd be a good opportunity to promote Rising Funplux to one crowd or another. So, would you like to come with me to the cosplay parade? Or join me in the flash mob? First of all, quick save. And full save. Why? Kid, you keep logging on and off. What's going on? Why is because I want to do Teo's flash mob. But as a fellow cosplayer, I've got to see what this game has in store for the cosplayers. Officially, I'm choosing Teo. I'm going to the flash mob. I freaking love the flash mobs. But I want to see what the parade has because I am a fellow cosplayer. What time is it? I'm so tired. It is 3 in the morning where I am. Why am I tired now? Usually I don't get tired until about... Actually, usually get tired around this time. I just stay up until I start recording. I'm going with Teo to the flash mob. got a Teo point. Yes, let's go. Sorry, Ashley. Teo led the way as we navigated around clusters in the crowd with his boombox carried at his side. There was zigging and zagging through hallways, people and booths. Every step I took, it was more bewildered with the whole event, and the more I felt very, very small in an entire ocean of arcade fans. How was I supposed to inform all these people about Rising Funplex? There is literally no way to get the word out to thousands of gamers. I mean, there is. Not sure how many people would. No! Sure. $9 for a hot? Hell no! I was going to take a gaming miracle. Or it was going to take a gaming miracle, or at least not a complete and utter failure. Heck, I'd even settle for not getting trampled and having maybe like 10 people show up. Set your expectations low, and when something happens, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Another family motto. But that's not what I'm about anymore. I'm trying to break the mold, right? And here we are, my friend. When our race through the maze ended, we were standing in an auditorium of sorts. Glass ceiling and walls covered half of the space, letting in a ton of natural lighting. It was a welcoming shock to the system. Working in the arcade business, you rarely have access to windows, and the convention center for Max was no different. It's all simply psychological, really. No windows equals no sense of time for people, meaning they spend way more time and money in the arcade because they lose track of it all. At least that's what Gavin taught me. And I'm pretty sure he knows science on arcades and the people in them. The atrium was pretty secluded from the rest of the convention. It's quieter than all the hustle and bustle of the main hall. The people are more dispersed here since this location also holds the food court. People are slurping down fruit smoothies and munching on fries while enjoying a break from the craziness that is Max. Don't get me wrong, there are still games out here, just significantly less, and all the gamers here are dancing games. There are a few stages set up around the space, and people are dancing to their heart's content. I see classics like DDR and ITG, with Showtime stage highlighted in the center. Hey, they do have DDR.
Hey, pretty great spot, isn't it?
Hell yeah! I can see why you chose this place. It's Dance Central. Well, not Dance Central, by Harmonix. Just, Dance Central. And I think it's the only place big enough for your flash mob.
Hey, keep it quiet. Flash mobs are supposed to be all secret and stuff until it all goes down.
My lips are mum from here on out. Sealed, I mean.
Good. I can't have you ruining the surprise. But in all seriousness, I really appreciate you being here. It means a lot to me.
Yay, I got the voices to work.
Cheering me on and just being your amazing self. I'm honored to call you my friend.
Hell yeah. Hey, that's what friends are for. I got your back. Speaking of being friends, you want to help me get the word out about Rising Funplex? I was hoping you'd volunteer.
For you? I got you. But it'll have to wait until after the flash mob. We should be starting any minute now.
Hell yeah. I'm just waiting for my leads to show up. While I stand next to Teo, I note several familiar faces from Funplex. It looks like most of the Showtime stage regulars showed up to support Teo. Most of them are chatting amongst themselves, some playing the various dancing games, while others are waiting for Teo's signal. Speaking of Dancing King himself, Teo looks like a sheepdog that's lost his herd. He's watching the crowds frantically for his friends, and he is mumbling to himself under his breath. He normally has such calm and collected air about him. This is completely unlike him. Teo, what's up? Oh, just worrying about everything collapsing from underneath me. This whole thing won't work unless I have all of the group leaders. And right now, it's just me and my sister. Sister? You never mentioned you had a sister before. Well, you don't really talk about family much, so I felt it would be impolite to bring it up. Touché. Your sister is one of the dance leaders? Oh yeah. Honestly, she's probably a better dancer than I am. She taught me everything I know about dancing, from Jace to the moonwalk. When I was a kid, I would watch her dance recitals and be in complete awe, every turn, step, and movement done with absolute elegance. I can't even come close to comparing to my sister. I'm awful. Hold up just a minute. Dale rolls his eyes and lets out an exasperated sigh at my cool dancing pun. You're way more talented than all the others that dance at the Funplex. That's why they chose you as their leader. They look up to you so much more than teaching. They look up to you for more than teaching new dogs old tricks. You're kind, Kate. But what you don't understand is that Showtime stage is completely different than traditional dance. You lost me. Like, we were walking along the same point there, but then I spotted a candy store and ran off. That's how lost I am. With Showtime stage, you're forced to move within a finite box. Can't glide across the dance floor or jump as high as you want in a grand jet, whatever. Well, it looks very similar. It's restrictive. Dance is all about freedom of expression, and you don't have that much in Showtime stage. Well, I'm not the best dancer. I am good at one thing. What's that? Games. Games with dance elements in them, to be exact. Funny enough, my sister doesn't even play dancing games. She's terrible at them, in fact. But she's helped me figure this whole flash mob out. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to be mortified. How bad will it look if 300 people are all pouncing around out of sync? Hey, if you're all having fun, it don't matter. Tail holds his hands up to his face in horror, much like the scream painting. When I look at his hands, I can see them shaking. He's doing his best to keep together, but if I don't find a way to calm him down, he's going to break. Oh, that was a high-pitched noise. How bad did that break the music settings? How bad did that just break the volume? Whee! I didn't freaking save before this came up. Ah! How I react literally all depends on who I'm with and what we've been through so far. Based on this, with, the time skips, I don't necessarily know how far of a connection my character has with Teo. If we're super close, my instant reaction is hug Teo. Other than that, it'd be calm down. Just talk him down. Teo needs to understand that even if he messes up, it's no small feat. Teo, try to take a deep breath. Even if everything goes horribly awry, your sister is going to be so proud of you. You think so? Of course. Her little brother is following in her footsteps. I can't think of any sibling that would be upset by that. Plus, if she completely hates you after this, not gonna lie, I make a pretty good sibling. You, straight-laced by the book, Kate? I think we make better friends. Teo looks more relaxed now. He's laughing and smiling like he normally does. Thanks. I'm so ready for this now. Oh, Kate, can you excuse me for a minute? I see my peeps. Yay! I'm going back. I want to hug. I want to do the dance thing. Let's go to the quick load. Yes. I'm going to the flash mob still. Save here. Return. Nothing makes me feel more at ease than a hug. Just being comforted is enough to make all my worries melt away. Maybe that's all Teo needs. Do you need a hug? I can give you a hug. Can I give you a hug? Yes, please. Yay! As if it all depends on where you are with who you're with. It's like, I don't have that information. Thought you'd never ask. I open my arms and give Teo a friendly hug. I can feel his whole body relax and he lets out a big long sigh. If this is all it takes, I should be worried more often to get more of these Kate hugs. You don't have to be worried to get hugs. Just say, hey, I want a hug. He'll be like, oh, hell yeah. Teo looks way more relaxed now. He's laughing and smiling like he normally does. Thanks. I'm so ready for this now. Oh, Kate, can you excuse me for a minute? I see my peeps. Go ahead. I nod and he dashes off towards a group of people. Let's go to save. Load. I want to see what he does when I start dancing. There's only one thing to do to fix this. Dance. I start doing the only dance I ever bothered learning. Oh, that went way too loud. I'm sorry. I shake my body as rhythmically as I can and hold an outstretched arm, and then the left one. My hand follows suit up to my head, my hips, and then give a little wiggle. I bend one knee before jumping up and turn to the side, only to do it all again. What in Savant's name are you doing? Are you seriously doing the Macarena right now? Yes. Cause what? You don't like it? I didn't until right now. He's laughing at me. Not with me, at me. And you know what? I'm okay with that. Oh god, I need to move my mic away. Anyway. Teo looks way more relaxed now. He is laughing and smiling like he normally does. Thanks, I'm so ready for this now. Oh, Kate, can you excuse me for a minute? I nod and he dashes off towards a group of people. I think I'm gonna load this one. one. Yes. Give Teo a hug. Anatomy dashes off towards a group of people. They're all huddled together, and when Teo approaches, they all give him hugs and high fives. Everyone is in great spirits as they're getting ready for the big moment. Teo grabs his boombox from where he left it earlier and makes his way up to the main stage. As soon as his foot touches the platform, the Funplex crew, who had commandeered Showtime's stage, quickly sprints into action. One of them runs behind the Showtime stage cabinet and unplugs it from the wall. The bouncy arrow pop that was playing is replaced with dead silence. A collective gasp comes from the atrium. The other crew member pulls out a microphone from the nearby pack and hands it to Teo. He plugs the cord into the back of his boombox and brings it close to his mouth. Max, are you ready for me to rock your body? There are cheers from the crowd as all the dancers are ready to get in with the flash mob. The delight of the crowd is feeding Teo's energy, and he is gulping it up. Don't turn away, not even for a second. Teo looks directly at me and winks. Watch me now. Teo begins with a snap, and everybody falls into place. As Teo moves his body, everybody in the audience starts to mimic him. Slowly, more people join in. Group of people after group of people. Soon, the entire room is dancing, moving together like a school of fish, but way more upbeat and not getting eaten by sharks. Thanks. The music pumps it into the atrium, and everyone is feeling it. Teo leads the flash mob from the stage, and he is putting his entire spirit in. He's smiling from ear to ear, and he hits every beat with utter precision. The con-goers who aren't participating in the flash mob have pulled out their phones and are recording the whole thing. Gamers are exchanging gossip and taking pictures. I'm sure I'll be reading all about this all over social media. Actually, I should probably post something about this on our Facebook. I pull out my phone like everyone else and snap a few pics and video clips. The flash mob itself didn't last more than a few minutes. In the dramatic end, Teo jumps off the stage and into the crowd. The people immediately part for Teo as he strolls deeper into the middle of the masses. The same Funplex crew members that helped earlier are following Teo with his boombox. Once Teo makes it to the center of the crowd, he motions for his friends to pull it down. Once again, he brings the mic up. Well, did you like it? And once again, cheers erupt from the thrall of dancers. Teo claps along with all of the bystanders. Thank you, Max. You are too sweet. You know, I couldn't have done this whole thing without the help of my friend Kate. Why are you bringing me into this? We're clapping and shouting, only this time it's for me? They gave me encouragement when I needed it most. Kate, why don't you come here for a minute? Me? I'm okay with jumping on stage and being random as all hell, but I'm suddenly called on stage out of nowhere. I'm like, wait a minute, what? I would just like to thank my 6th grade theater arts teacher. Yeah, if it weren't for you, I probably would have some form of stage fright. But no, I freaking love the attention now. I don't get any of it, which is probably a problem, but hey. I point to myself. No, the other Kate standing behind you. Get your buns over here. I feel a couple of people lightly push me towards Teo. Hesitantly, I make my way over to him. It was weird to be surrounded by that many people, but being next to Teo made me feel comfortable about the whole situation. It's good to have backup. Everyone, give it up for Kate! Yay! More happy people cheer for me. Now I really want y'all to listen to them. Like really listen. It's an important announcement. Teo hands me the mic and leans next to me, whispering in my ear. You want help with Rising Funplux, right? Well, you've got the floor. Go ahead and tell everyone about it. Looking out at the masses, my chest felt tight and I could feel a bead of sweat run down my back. Teo smiled at me earnestly, waiting for me to speak to everyone. This was it, wasn't it? This is what I had been asking for. To go out and do something for myself. I couldn't back down now. I had to do this for myself. I was going to prove to myself that I am not a duplication of my family. There we go. I can break the mold. Huh? I took a deep breath and mustered every ounce of confidence I could find within me. Hiding within me. I took the mic in my hand, blinking once, and began to speak. How's everyone enjoying their Max? A good amount of wooing and cheering came from those around me. Step 1. Always get the audience on your side. What about the flash mob though? Fantastic, right? I know you are all having such a great time, and why let it end here after today? Next weekend, Francine's Arcade Funplux at the Twin Pines Mall is going to be putting on a special event, and it's going to be one hell of a time. It's called Rising Funplux, and we need your help to make it as good, if not better, than Max. Teo leans in to play the part of my co-mic. You had me at special event. Tell me more. The Funplux is a growing and humble arcade, but packed with the best games around and the best gamers around. It's our first big event, and we need your help to make it rock. We're having a Fist of Discomforts tournament and an exhibition to break the world record high score of Mopey's Magical Maze. High score competitions on every game in the arcade all day long. And we'll be revealing a brand new mystery game, a rarity you won't believe. But that's not all, right, Kate? Nope, Showtime Stage is a huge part of Funplux, and we owe Teo our thanks to that. And you know, he's cultivated this community to what it is today, and to celebrate that, we want to offer the exclusive event to all you dancers out there. The special dancing event at Rising Funplux will be, drumroll please, Teo starts slapping his hands on his thighs to imitate the drum. Oh. Free play for the entire event. Ha! Yeah, no. This Gavin would try to kill me for. Same for this, cause unless Teo's DJing, we don't have the money for that. A Showtime Stage tournament. We can't just have one tournament at Rising Funplux. I know competitive those dancers get. We can do an official side tournament and have a cash prize with all the buy-in money. Gavin probably won't mind. It's perfect. We can't let all those fighting games get all the fun tournaments, can we? At Rising Funplux, we are going to have our very own Showtime Stage tournament with prizes. Another roar from everyone in the atrium. It's so loud that I swear the windows shook. Fantastic! Everything you said sounds just amazing. I know I'll be there. Wonderful, and I hope to see all of your faces out there next weekend. I point to as many people around me as I can. There were several more shouts, and then naturally the crowd started to disperse. As Teo and I were cleaning up after the flash mob, my phone in my pocket started going off. At first, I was just a couple of vibrations, but before I realized what was happening, my phone started seizing. What the? I pulled my phone from my pocket, and when I looked at it, the Funplux's face wall had over 1,000 likes. No, really, what the hell? Beep beep. Can I interrupt? I might have borrowed the pictures and video clips you snapped earlier and applied the proper hashtags and links to the Funplux's social media accounts. Since the content went live actively on the Funplux's face wall has increased 700%. The buzz about Rising Funplux is off the scale. Note to self, invent new scale. I quickly scanned my own face wall, and even people I knew who weren't arcaders were talking up a storm about it. I also heard people around me discussing it. I can't wait till next weekend. The Rising Funplux thing sounds like a blast. I am totally going to that Funplex place. Really? Really? What's this mystery game they mentioned? It's a mystery! It was great to hear all the buzz around the Autrum, and Iris really helped with the social media aspect. I can't believe it was that easy. Sometimes that's all it takes. That was great fun, but I'm totally exhausted. Me too. But you didn't dance. Hey, I faced my fears in front of several hundred people. If that's not exhausting, then I don't know what is. Plus, I'm hungry. You can always go over to one of the food vendors and pay $12 for overly salted french fries. Well, there goes my appetite. You know, Gavin and Naomi are running a pop-up arcade for the Funplex along with some other local arcades in Hall B. Could always pop by there for a breather with some friends. How about I meet you there later? I need to debrief with the other leaders first. Sounds good. Be seeing ya. I wave bye to Teo as I make my way towards Exhibit Hall B, on the lookout for Gavin's serious face or Naomi's kind one. Yay! Let's see. Exhibit Hall B. It very much resembles Exhibit Hall A, where I started my day. Industria types, dealers, swag, crowds. But there's definitely more actual arcade games here, as local places have set up pop-up arcades all over the place. It's hard to notice the smaller displays with the giant garish Deco's Palace display eating up the center, but I managed to crawl my way around the edges to find... Yay! Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, now, pretty much everybody else in the crew, save for Francine. Dale and Ashley are still off hanging out with their respective communities. I've got some time, maybe I can bend someone's ear. Meanwhile, let's see, what's everybody's doing right now? Let me guess. Reading news and worrying about the money, fixing some sort of game, playing probably Mopey if it's out there, but I'm not sure they have Mopey out there. And you're trying... Why do you look worried? Gavin's reading the news, bored out of his mind. Naomi's fixing up a busted Galaga. She could use a break. Percy is idly playing a round of Nibbler. Queen Bee looks worried and agitated. That makes me feel like I need to go talk to Queen Bee, but I really don't want to talk to Queen Bee. Fix me. You're enjoying your game. Ah! I need to start saving more often. Anyway, Naomi! Actually, let's talk to Gavin because we probably need to explain what's going on with the thing to him. Gavin's poking his way through various arcade industries nude feed. More closures of local arcades, more buyouts by Deco. Dire news as usual. Hey Gavin, Just who I wanted to see. I kind of added another tournament to Rising Funplex for Showtime Stage, a tournament with prizes. Another prize? Really? Trust me, this is a passionate audience that's gonna keep coming back for more. It'll be worth it. Well, this is your event, not mine. I'm leaving responsibility and consequences in your hands. Shoot. Anyway, we can deal with that later. Are you enjoying roaming about Max? Don't worry about us. Naomi and I can handle promoting the Funplex itself while you're out promoting Rising Funplex. And while I'm sure we're all working very hard, I seriously need a break, and I'm guessing you do too. Want to talk? I suppose it'd be nice to distract myself, and we rarely get a free moment of any sort of team building, do we? Very well, I can allocate a few minutes of my time. So, tell me about yourself for starters. I mean, we work together and you like pinball, I guess. I barely know anything about you beyond that. Why do you care? Because you're a fellow human being and I spend pretty much every day of until I quit or get fired with you, so. It's just the thing people do, right? Chatting like this? We work well together on the job. Isn't that enough? But I suppose it'd be impolite to turn down such a request. Very well. Where would you like to start precisely? At the start? I mean, why the arcade exactly? Because it's a losing prospect. God, I want to cry at that. Don't misunderstand me. I love it. I love for it not to be a losing prospect, but honestly, I'm pleased you're stepping up to help with that. I suppose, well, you know I like to bring order to chaos. Just like pinball, it requires a degree of finesse, alongside a degree of luck. Two factors my family simply does not understand. We don't have to get into family stuff if you don't want to. No, it'd go a long way to explaining how I came to be where I am. It's fine. I suppose the best standalone example would be my father, constantly reminding me how he came of nothing and made himself into a business success, a gold standard. Except it's a lie. His father came from nothing, not him. Society wasn't exactly, let's say, advantageously arranged for the Coopers. In my grandfather's era, he had even more societal setbacks to deal with than usual, simply due to the color of his skin. We've made great progress on such issues since the early 1900s. Not a solved equation, not by far, but quite daunting during his particular chunk of history. Despite that, with ridiculously hard work and a bit of cleverness, my grandfather recognized the technology sector as the right place to be at the right time and began his work there. He carved out a good life for his family and gave back to his community. His children would have the best schooling, the best home life, and all the resources and comforts one needs to get a head start in life, which unfortunately led to our family also becoming an absolute definition of class privilege. Bit of a double-edged sword. My grandfather worked himself to death to give my father a makeshift golden parakeet? Parakeet. But my father trivializes that to make himself look like a self-made man. He gives my grandfather no credit for any of it. My brothers and sisters, also supposedly self-made men and women, despite taking daddy's seed money to buy their own businesses, each and every one. If you ever want a shining example of meritocracy gone wild, look no further than the Cooper family. You could shatter a diamond with the power of our hubris. He paused, biting his lip slightly. Apologies, going off on a rant, aren't I? It's okay, you can let your feelings out. Hypocrisy and injustice don't suit your rationality. Have you ever told them how you feel? No, I'm gonna let him keep going. It's okay, Gavin. You're clearly feeling hurt by this. I don't mind if you want to vent. I got two perfectly good shoulders to cry on. I'm not quite that far gone, thank you. I appreciate the offer, but it's more the lunacy of my family's pride that grates on me, which is why I left home to strike out on my
You
own.
must think me daft. Turning down my family's wealth and taking up a position as accountant of a small family arcade. But I saw it as a challenge. A chance to be my own man. Like my grandfather before me. The world gave him nothing. He came from nothing. But through hard work and determination, he did it. He overcame. And while my brothers and sisters bought up tech companies, mashing up their projects together, then flipping them on the market once the value increased, I sought to take a failing enterprise, make it succeed, and stay with it. I'm not a love it and leave it man when it comes to business. I will overcome in my own way.
So that's me in a nutshell. A child of means who rejects those means and embraced the dream of madness. Does this suffice for your getting to know you needs, Kate? I left dumbfounded for a moment. I'd been accepting small talk, not a backstory plus mission statement. And honestly, I hadn't expected the accountant of a video game arcade to be, well, born to a high tax bracket, a bit like a surprise of Percy's wealth. But one question lingers. So, you went to college, right? For business and accounting, yes. Right. And no student loans, and, well, you had clothes on your back in a nice house, in a nice neighborhood, I'm guessing. Meaning you aren't exactly starting from zero. Yes, I know it's not exactly the ideal start for one on a quest to prove his well-to-do father wrong. I realize I'm a bit of a fool, I admit that. I certainly enjoyed the head start that wealth and gradual societal change can provide. I can never truly claim to be a wholly self-made man to the same degree. And I don't consider rejecting my family wealth as an insult to my grandfather's efforts. I consider it an insult to my father, who lies and boasts and claims this was all his own doing. So, while I cannot truly start from zero as my grandfather did, I intend to be as much of my own man as I can be, to honor his legacy in my own way, and that will have to do. Damn, that brought down the mood. Time for me to lighten it up again. Why the arcade exactly? Well, the pinball you can play. Hell yeah. Why not buy the arcade outright? Call it the Gavin Plucks of Gavinness? No. Why did you join the Fun Plucks? Because of your family background in tech? No. Okay, so you wanted to rebel, but why join an arcade? Yes, you said it's to turn around a failure, but plenty of other failures you could tackle. Be honest, it's the pinball, isn't it? You're a pinball wizard with such a supple wrist. It's true, I do have something. Yay, I got a Gavin point. I do have something of advice when it comes to pinball. The manic chaos, the precision of the shots, the fickle physics. But I'm afraid the answer is far more mundane. I asked my Iris what job positions were open that met my requirements and picked this at random. Oh! Bet your Iris is tickled pink that she landed you your dream job. Iris is a cloud-based computing algorithm. She is not tickled pink or any other color for that matter. But yes, it did work out quite well, I'd say. And I believe I've bent your ear about socioeconomic philosophy more than enough. Undoubtedly, this has been the most boring conversation of your entire life, and for that I apologize. It actually hasn't been too bad. I've had worse conversations. Truly and honestly, I've had worse conversations. This at least kept me mildly interesting. I've had conversations where I think I would have enjoyed talking to a rock much more. Hell, I have talked to a rock and enjoyed it more than some of the conversations I've had with some of my previous coworkers. Anyway, it's fine, I said. I wanted to get to know you. This is getting to know you. And as fair is fair, I think you should get to know me. Quid pro quo. I tell him about my happy childhood and my unhappy adolescence. I tell him about the fall of the Weller family and of Juniper pulling me out of the ashes. I tell him about what was really going on in my head on day one of the Funplex, and even about Juniper's secret job offer. He listens attentively. At first I think he's ignoring me, just nodding along, and he says nothing in return. But no, he's absorbing it, analyzing it. And now you're fighting. Fighting for your dream. Fighting for the Funplex, just like me. That about sums it up. Yep.
Very well.
Either speak all of it or speak none of it. It's driving me crazy.
Consider your dream under my protective umbrella. I'll fight for your dream as well with all my heart. I know I haven't been the best at protecting Naomi's dream. I know I make mistakes, but I'm trying to improve, to be a better person. I trust that if I ever accidentally step on your dream, you will let me know with honesty and clarity. Do not hold back. Don't be afraid to hurt my feelings.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Then we have an accord.
I know, it's like a voice actor's job, but oh my god, why do they all sound hot? Now then, I know it's a Funplex favored, let's start this over. Now then, I know it's a fun-flavored weekend of recreational activity, but we're both here to work, first and foremost, yes? I suppose I'd best get back to that, but I won't forget what we've discussed. Thanks, Gavin. Gavin gets back to his work, and I get back to mine. All for the glory of the Funplex and our dreams. My current status? Sitting. And enjoying it. Yes, very much so. You run around, and it's fun running around. But as soon as you sit, you're like, oh my god, when was the last time I sat down? I took a few minutes of searching and stalking, but eventually I found an open seat in the pop-up arcade. While the sit is satisfying, the rest of everything else is miserable. My feet are sore from walking all over, and I don't remember the last time I ate. I felt dehydrated, and I have a slight headache from all the noise. Also all true. That's why you're supposed to pack a water bottle that you could refill constantly, or a couple of water bottles if you're trying to use the disposable ones instead. I don't recommend that because plastic garbage, from then on. It's also why you're also supposed to pack something like Tylenol or Excedrin or ibuprofen, something for your head, because probably gonna need it, along with the pack of earbuds. Not like I'm gonna plug it into my phone and listen to my own music, like actual earplugs, and to help drown out some of the sound. Especially if you go to the dance area, that can be so freaking loud. And yeah, just if it all gets too loud, so unless you're talking to somebody, you can put those in and it'll really help mellow it out. Make sure you're wearing shoes that are comfy and that you can stand in for hours. I recommend shoe inserts before you go. Why is this becoming a lecture on how to convention? Anyway, as long as you're having fun, but just be well aware that pain is a thing. And there's still 4 more hours of max left. Enjoy it while you can. You're going, there's still 4 more now, but as soon as it goes down to 1, you're like, holy shit, where'd the time go? Well, if Gavin saw me in my current state. Leaning back, arms at my sides, completely exhausted. I can picture it clearly. He'd be looming over me with his dark, unfettered eyes. He would lean in close and frown. Grumble he'd say, Kate, may I remind you, these seats are for patrons only. I audibly sigh just thinking about it. As luck would have it though, Gavin and Naomi are huddled over the Gallica cabinet trying to figure out why the monitor's not working. Freedom. My buns are experiencing the best freedom has to offer. And while my body feels like it could collapse at any moment, I feel good about it, right? Getting the word out about Rising Funplex was great. Seeing people's faces light up with excitement is why I'm really here. Plus, watching Tails inspire the crowd was an added bonus. His energy is infectious. I smiled to myself. The pain in my heels and the grumbling in my tummy, worth it. While enjoying the respite, I let my eyes close for a moment, and of course, the second I do that, I hear footfalls closing in. There you are, Kate. We've been looking all over for you. Hi. But we were specifically going to meet back up here at the Funplex Pop-Up Arcade. Yes, but we didn't expect you to be tucked in the darkest corner of the arcade. I'm hiding from Gavin. He'll put me to work if he sees me. Hiding behind the pinball machines is probably not the smartest choice then. You know how much he loves pinball. Every spare moment he thinks no one is watching him is spent getting that high score. I have so many candid pictures on my phone of him playing pinball. You have to show me, like right now. Yes. His concentration face is so cute. Before I can even react, Ashley has her phone out and is scrolling through pictures of Gavin. Why? Both look up at me guiltily. Don't we have more important matters? Max is over in a few hours, and we have a lot of work left to do. You're right, Kate. You at least do. He's technically not. He doesn't work the Funplex. He can kind of just do whatever the hell he wants. Please don't tell Gavin. Your secret is safe with me. Right, so, business time. I think I got something. Go on. I have a friend, and she's an idle arcade developer. An indie arcade developer. That makes more sense. It's like, I highly doubt there's idle arcade games. Like, really? The new title she's been working on is amazing. It's got co-op, it's got competition, it's got special squirrels. I just can't get away from that shit, can I? Now you're talking. It's got it all. Wait, I'm pretty sure I've heard of this game. Yep, it's called Magical Moon Cuties. I really can't get away from this shit, can I? Yeah, that's the one. And she's thinking about premiering it at the Rising Funplex. Hell yeah! Oh my gosh, it would be cooler than cool. Sounds interesting enough. Might make for another fun game for people to play. Definitely. My friend is somewhat renowned in the indie scene, and the game has been in development for years. I'm sure it would create some buzz at least. Are you kidding, Teo? We'd be the talk of the arcade world. I do like being the talk of world-sized things. Let's go check it out. I stand up, invigorated by the news. As I start walking back towards the hall with Teo, I hear a call from behind me. Wait! Oh no. I turn around and see Ashley standing there, fidgeting. Her green eyes are darting back and forth nervously. Ashley? I too have a plan. She motions for us to come back towards her, which we do. What's your idea, Ashley? She puts an arm around Teo and the other arm around me, huddling the three of us together. So, what I am proposing might not be the most legal course of action. Ashley, no. No. Do I even want to know? No. No. You've seen the huge monitors hanging from the ceiling in the middle of the meeting halls, right? Didn't I mention that? How could I miss them? They're constantly bombarding us with ads and false hopes of high-quality convention food. No matter how amazingly tempting that $9 hot dog looks on the big screen, don't even think about it. Exactly my point. Everyone is looking at it. I know a way to sneak into the back area. All we have to do is break into the main communications center and upload the flyer Kate made into the rotation. You want to do what now? Shh! Keep your voice down, Teo. Unless you want to get arrested for being an accomplice. It's a genius plan. Everyone at the Max will see our name in lights. Okay, so that's the less than legal way of getting the word out. But I have to admit, you've got me intrigued, and it definitely worked, but I don't know. Trust me. Of course, we need to go in disguise. I am already nicely disguised, but Kate would need to switch into something way more distracting. Why more distracting exactly? To distract from your face, of course. What I'm trying to say is people remember the costume, not the person wearing it. I've got the perfect maid costume for you. It's from Melee Maidens, the same thing my costume's from. A maid costume? You want to put me in a maid costume? It'd be fun. And just the ticket for keeping people from recognizing you. But if you don't want to do it, that's fine. I suggest going with Teo instead and letting me take care of the advertising myself. It's cool, I can do it. Totally up to you, though. I think you'd look super cute as a maid. I'm gonna dress up as a maid and then go hang out with Teo. Because I am always up for cosplay. I am not up for breaking the law. Let's not forget about Magical Moon Cuties. I'd suggest you come with me instead. Far safer. Yeah. God, I'm purely because I'm gonna want to know what the hell goes on when I try to. I want to see me in a maid outfit. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see me in a maid outfit. God. It's 4 in the morning. It's 4 in the freaking morning. Both options are valid. Honestly, splashing advertising would certainly drive foot traffic, even if getting it up would be dodgy. Importantly, Iris could help us do it safely without anyone noticing, safer than Ashley going off on her own to try this inadvisable stunt. But a highly anticipated indie title might do the trick. The result in far less jail time. So far, my day has been, well, lots of work. Dale, let's go check out Magical Cuties. Ashley, fetch my maid outfit. It's heist time. God. Okay, kiddo, I did save my game, so I'm probably gonna end up doing it Teo like full time. Like no, I don't want to. But we have two options, and I don't know which one I want, cause I'm doing both either way. It's just I'm not sure which one I want to do first. Which one should I go with? Which one? Which one? Magical mode. Okay. Ashley, you got this. You don't need any help from me. Honestly, I don't feel like getting carted off to jail today. It's not on my scheduled agenda. Plus, I'm pretty sure Ashley can handle breaking and entering all by herself. And yes, I do realize how wrong that sounds, even in my own head. I bet you've seen plenty of heist anime. So much that you can sneak into the Natural History Museum and steal the world's largest Fabergé egg in the middle of the day. I got like 20 bobby pins holding this wig on. I won't let you down. No. Don't try picking a lock with the bobby pin. No. What freaking wig? Your hair's just pulled back into a ponytail. Never mind. Never mind. You know what? I know you won't. And please, try to be careful. Ashley smiles widely before prancing off into the crowd of arcade folk. You can stop worrying, Kate. Ashley knows exactly what she's doing. That's why I'm worried. Sounds about right. Fair enough. Exactly. Well, shall we see a lady about an indie game? Hell yeah, we shall. Teo has his nails painted black. I noticed that, and I'm just now bothering to mention it. Hey kiddo, since you're in chat, mind watching the chat room? Keep the folks entertained, because it's totally not just you here. I'm gonna go get me a drink. BRB. I'm back. Oh, have a cookie. Yay, cookie! Yeah, I went out there and grabbed a soda and I was halfway back and it's just like, I grabbed the wrong one. I'm trying not to have caffeine right before bed, so root beer. Yay. Hi! As we left the pop-up and traveled deep into the halls of Max, people kept stopping us to say hello to Teo. We'd be happily on our merry little way and then get interrupted by a random person. Oh man, it's Teo, how are you doing? Great, but hey, we're on our way to meet us with someone. Catch up later? Cool, laters. And this happened every couple minutes. Walking through the convention floor was like walking through a field of landmines, where instead of explosions, it was uncomfortable introductions to people I would probably never see again. Eventually, Teo leads me back to a section of arcade games hidden behind all of the major company booths, near where he held his dance flash mob. What they set up here is mostly reminiscent of the rest of Max. Arcade cabinets are closely lined up side by side, making several aisles for gamers to aimlessly wander down. I would have expected to be more used to pushing my way through throngs of crowds by now, but nope. Teo and I force our way through hurdled masses of chittering conversations as I look around at all of the different arcade games that surround us. I notice something's off. There are exactly 0 titles that I actually recognize. No Dig Dug, Gauntlet, nor Street Fighter. Not even a hint of a pinball game. I was starting to get concerned. Teo, where in Max are we? This is the Indie Mega Arcade. Originally they called it the Indie Mega Arcade Expo, but then IMAX sued them. Oh, IMAX. Haha. The what? That didn't explain anything to me. What are all these weird games? I understand nothing. If you'll hush those luring lips of yours for a second. Did you call my lips alluring? I'd be more than happy to explain. Okay, I'm hushing now. Totally and completely hushed. Now, where was I? Ah yes, the Indie Mega Arcade is a huge area of Max that showcases all the new and upcoming indie arcade games. Indie developers get a chance to show off their stuff, get useful feedback, and maybe get a few people interested in their game along the way. That's the dream of the indie dev. To make a game that people enjoy playing. I really don't know much about the indie arcade scene, admittedly. Working at the Funplex offers me a crash source in arcade culture. Every day I'm learning about completely new aspects. It does make perfect sense to have an indie game scene. I just never realized that it existed. It's pretty amazing, actually, a community of people who share ideas and a passion. Can't afford mass production runs of games, but they've got a lot of heart, you know? They can't crank out a box for every arcade on Earth, but indie developers are free to make whatever type of game they want. No pressure from a big name company either. Complete and utter creative freedom. Really, anyone can make a game if you put your mind to it. In fact, I bet even you, Kate, can make an arcade game. What do you say? Sure, let's go! My game would be spectacular. Don't we have other things to focus on right now? Yeah, I've toyed with the idea. I've always been the idea person. Ever since I was a kid, I've been dreaming up game ideas. Like the zombie-themed fighter or the train-driving racer. I got tons of them, just waiting to be turned into a fully fledged game. I used to draw out intricate arcade game levels on paper too. Being surrounded by hard-working individuals at the Funplex only enriched that fantasy. I mean, I can't code or draw, but I can always dream up new ideas. Teo, you wouldn't even know I've got so many ideas swimming in my head for a game. Oh yeah? What would you make first? I'd make a romance game. That would be the easiest for me to make. I'd design a super cute puzzle game. That would be if I decided I would make a game for Mom. Okay, go eat something. Roguelike, procedurally generated open world twin stick platform with loot boxes. No! What? Let me just dissect this real quick. Roguelike, I understand that. Procedurally. Okay. Procedurally generated open world. So, okay. Twin stick platform, I don't know what that is, with loot boxes. Why? Never mind. Probably a romance game, purely because I would understand the mechanics of it. I could also understand the mechanics of a puzzle game, but, you know, that's the thing that I play, and I play, and I play, and if I can't quite get it eventually, I just stop, and it's just like, wait, whatever happened to that game? Speaking of, I still need to upload my next few episodes of Blush Blush and Crush Crush. I haven't been playing them for a while because I've had them in the background and it takes those games forever to record a video. I don't know exactly how a romance arcade game, right, this is an arcade game, would work, but I'm all about creating new genres. I was thinking some sort of game where you can date and romance people. Yes! Yay, I got a Teo point! I'm not making Tetris, 'cause that's already a thing. Also, it takes place in an arcade. A game about arcade romance in an arcade. Ha, ha, ha. I see the freaking irony. Yes. What's going on with my scores here? Wee! Oh, hey, I've given Gavin more. Confused, still sitting here like, wait, do I even exist? No, you do not exist. Screw off. Yes. Really, the core of the game would take an in-depth look at all the different aspects of arcade communities and how they function and interact with each other. Yes. A bit slow for a coin-op arcade game, but also plenty of kissing and touching butts. Ah, okay. Now you are speaking my language, which is the language of love. Too easy. I like it. Well, if you ever get super bored of being an arcade event manager, you can hook up with all of the proper people to launch your second career. What do you mean? Oh, I have some friends who make arcade games for a living. Some friends? As soon as I said it, I became overly aware of the situation. Since we stepped foot in the middle of Indie Mega Arcade, people have been waving and nodding to Teo, not to mention all of those people stopping us on the way to get over here. And all the people supporting Teo's flash mob. I'd say more than some friends. You're a popular
What?
guy.
Come on, that's silly.
He waves his hands, waving off the very notion that I know to be true. Everybody knows who he is, and I had no idea. Teo's always been such a crowd pleaser at Showtime stage, but I guess his popularity spreads to all facets of his life. Dance champion and indie arcade scene champ, huh?
I try to keep my friends' circles pretty separate. Sometimes it's not always perfect and they tend to overlap. You know, like at Max. But hey, it's got upsides. All my friends are here. The biggest downside of Max is just so hard to see everyone. I never get to spend enough time with them, you know? I got friends here in the Indie Mega Arcade. I got my Funplex crew. I got the dancing community. I just can't see them all. And when I can't see them, I feel like I let them down. I hate having to choose between them.
Yeah, that's what the save and reload button's for.
Once again, I've failed my friends. You know, it's a surprise anyone still talks to me anymore.
It's because you're freaking awesome! Teo sighs heavily, his mood shifted from excitement to utter solace. This is the second time I've seen Teo show such anxiety today. Life is not all rainbows and puppies, is it? I can relate to his feelings, though. I've dealt with my own insecurities in my own life, my family, notably, and even getting my current job. Sad Teo is worse Teo. As his friend, I must fix this. Give him another hug! You can't please everyone, Teo. Allow me to boost your ego. You haven't let them down. You're amazing. You did the dance thing. You hung out with them. Now you're hanging out with me, and we're going to your indie crew. We're heading to all of them today, baby. Kid, you said you were hungry? Have some watermelon. And have some dango. Dango, 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 dango. Burger with bacon. Just chatting. He gives so much to ask for nothing and asks for nothing in return. Without you, none of this would be possible. Huh? What do you mean? This morning, I thought the end was nigh, but once I met up with you and Ashley, a calm washed over me. Heck, I couldn't have spread the word about Rising Funplex all by myself. You've been a real help in getting the word out. It was nothing, really. I live to help my friends out. I've seen so many of your friends stop and say hello to you. Plus, they've completely understood when you told them you were busy. Not one left without a smile on their face. They really cared about you. You know what, Kate? You're right. The more I hang out with Teo, the more I learn about him. It's always something new and something unexpected. Let's bring this back around to why we're here. How did you get involved in the indie arcade scene anyway? Through Michelle. It's either Mitchell or Michelle, depending on whether they're boy or girl. The indie developer I want you to meet. I think he said that was a girl. Michelle. I'll change it if it's not. I met her a few years ago. I met her a few years ago at a previous Max. I was hanging out with my crew near the dancing games, and she stopped by to play around. Since she was new to the scene, I struck up a conversation with her, much like when I met you. Ah, so there was plenty of flirting then? I can't help myself when surrounded by such beautiful, wonderful people. And Michelle makes indie arcade games? She's only one of the coolest and most prolific arcade developers in the industry today. She's worked on several big name indie games, and when she's not working, she's speaking all over the world about arcade development. Color me impressed. Sounds like Michelle is the sort of influential person who could really help with Rising Funplex. She really is. I'm gonna guess you're Michelle. Hello! Considering that it has the nameplate. What am I now? Mateo Alvarez? It's been forever since I've seen that name. Oh, then again, I couldn't frickin' spell it back then either. Miss Alvarez, one of my previous teachers. Oh, Michelle, only the worst person I've ever met. As to be expected from somebody of your caliber. Touché. I was just looking for you, by the way. Well, I'm glad I found you then. What's on your mind? I wanted to introduce you to Kate. Nice to meet you. The pleasure is mine. It took me a second, but Michelle totally looks like, uh-oh. You aren't perchance also a federal agent? This is it. I'm doomed. It was a setup. I'm about to be relocated to a CIA black site. Who, me? No way. Although my sister, well, I can neither confirm nor deny what she does for a living. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Gotcha. I must shut up now and focus on arcade stuffs. Concern. Lots and lots of concern. I think what Kate is trying to say is that you seem to have a very confident and authoritative expression, that's all. Yep, that's exactly what I meant to get. What I meant. Got it on the nose. Thanks, Teo. Sure, okay, let's go with that. Anyways, I spoke with Teo earlier in the day, and he told me you had a business proposition. Consider me all ears. Allow me to elaborate. Kate here was was recently appointed as the event manager for the Funplex. Congrats! That's a cute little mom and pop place where Teo gets his groove on, right? I would categorize it as more of a grandma and grandpa kind of arcade. It's not the fanciest one out there, but it's got heart. I like an arcade with a good heart. It reminds me of my youth. Sweetheart, you look like you're maybe 25 max. What do you mean reminds you of your youth? The good old days. When you walk into your home, away from home, quarter up, and enjoy the company. But I digress. Getting too swept up in the memories. Tell me more about the proposal. Kate is putting on a special event at the Funplex called Rising Funplex. It's a celebration. It's a celebration of the arcade scene, if you will. Oh, I will. We're going to have high score competitions, esports stuff, mystery game reveals, the works. I'm going all out on it. And Teo, I take it you're doing the dance events as well? He is. It'd be great if we could add one more thing to the list. Maybe a premiere of a new indie game? The gasp. Could you possibly mean my game, Magical Moon Cuties? If you'll allow us the honors. Have I given you the elevator pitch yet? All I know is there are magical schoolgirls and God. It's a competitive cooperative puzzle game where people have to work together to match all the magical orbs before their opponents can. Think 3-player magical drop with combo attacks. Everyone plays as a different adorable magical schoolgirl, hence the cuties part. That sounds better than the last time I heard it, right? I'm pretty excited to share Magical Moon Cuties to the world. I've mostly been doing some very selective demos for media outlets today, but so far the general public hasn't been allowed to play it. I'm looking for a perfect place and time to release it, but publicity would mean I might land a manufacturing contract or a publisher, so I could do a wide release. Rising Funplex might be a good choice for that, but I'm going to need a little more convincing. What else you got? Okay, Kate, don't blow this. You can answer potato. No. I mean, it's true, but that's not what I mean. The screen keeps turning black every 2 minutes for like 3 seconds. Oh, that happens whenever I click off of the, like it shows this tab, the page that I'm on, but when I click like onto my YouTube, it basically blacks out this because I'm no longer on the screen. So, and then when I clicked back, it pops back up. So when I went and typed all the food stuff, it went black. But of course it didn't necessarily show that immediately because lag time. It's all about the heart of the arcade. I think of all the exposure you'd get. From a business point of view, since Rising Funplux went viral earlier today, we've gotten so much publicity. Michelle, you might want to check your face wall because we're all the rage on it. Showing Magical Moon Cuties with us would mean that you can showcase it to all those people attending. That's your goal, right? Publicity? Simple fact of the matter is that exposure is what we can provide. You'd be a fool to not show it at the Funplux. Technically, you can die from exposure. I'd want a better reason than that alone, but I won't deny that your offering is the kind of exposure I need. You're definitely trending upwards, so okay, why not? Plus, I really want to play Magical Moon Cuties too. Ha, fair enough. I was just sassing you anyway. After I discussed it with Teo, I already knew I was going to show Magical Moon Cuties at the Funplux. I love that enthusiasm, though. Really? Really. I mean, it's either the Funplux or Deku Palace, and while Deku is the heavyweight champion of the arcade world, it's not a good fit for my dreams. Great, so it's settled. Think so? I know so. Magical Moon Cuties will have its first playable showing to the public at Rising Funplux. Oh, okay, I have to put my phone on power off and upstairs because I'm doing school. I don't want to be distracted. I can come back at 9. Okay, see ya. I'll haul my prototype cabinet over to your arcade the day before, so you can get it set up. I'd appreciate you keeping it hidden until the event, though. Already bought a mystery concealing tarp for our rare game release. Heck, what's one more mystery concealed tarp between friends? This will be an event to remember, and I'm thrilled. I can't wait to share the news with everyone. Kate, thanks for the support. I really appreciate it. Oh, but I should really be thanking you. Sorry to cut this convo short, but Michelle, your next interview is here. It's Mark from Hexagon. Mark? Hexagon? Got it. It's so hard to keep track of all these different media outlets. Kate, it's been great. My people will call your people or whatever they do these days. Oh, expect your social media to explode later today. Ta-ta! And in a flash, Michelle wandered back into the crowd of people, her friend leading her into the next interview, leaving me standing in shock, unable to believe what had happened. A top indie designer premiering at my event. I imagined the adorable smiling face of anime magical schoolgirls. I could practically hear them cheering for me. I knew everything would be okay. This is my life? Huh? Oh, nothing. Just musing to myself. Out loud, nonetheless. No worries, I do that all the time. Mostly when I'm alone, though. But overall, that went really well. I'm glad that Michelle was really excited to bring her game to the Funplex. Me too. Honestly, I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. What with you helping me raise the hype with your Flash Dance Mob, I feel like Rising Funplex is going to be amazing. That's the spirit. I never doubted you for a second. I was about to reply with a totally witty retort, but doubling about doubting the time, however. I was about to reply with a totally witty retort about doubting and time. However, we were interrupted by the sound of a bell chime. The hall will be closing in 30 minutes. It's over already? Ah, and I was just getting started. I'd barely seen anything yet. I could do this for at least another 4 hours. I'm frightened and confused as to how you still have so much energy left, Teo. I'm amazed even myself sometimes. See, that's how it is. Well, you're there, she's like, no, I want to stay as soon as you get to, like, the hotel room, because I'm not sure how far away this is from, you know, your home. But as soon as you get to the hotel room, it's just, and you are out. She's like, no, I'm passed out right now. But half the time you're sleeping in your cosplay because you just had no energy to take it off. Like, you put the wig away properly because, you know, taking care of those is really important. But, like, whatever. Any of you cosplayers out there, you get me. You get me. As for me, I was exhausted, allowing yawns to escape my mouth. Well, I'm officially pooped and ready to go home. Before you go, yeah, Tail?
Hey, before you go, you wanna, like, maybe go get dinner with me?
Yes. Huh? Is this really happening? Am I seeing the smooth talking witty Teo actually have a loss for words? I read that as smoothie talking. God, I'm tired. His face flushed and his consonants stuttered. Holy crap, Teo is actually nervous.
It's been such a long day and I haven't seen you eat anything. And, you know, I'm really hungry, so I figured I'd extend the invitation. No one likes eating alone, right?
You're asking me on a date and you know it. Admit it. I realized I was staring at Teo wide-eyed and hadn't really responded yet. I was letting him babble on, trying desperately to keep his composure. I should say something, but I should also be very clear about my intentions. Sure. What are friends for? Let's grab chow. It's no, it's a date. And this is why I can't ask people out. Also COVID. Only if we can call it a date. How about it? I can't help it. I gotta tease him a little more. It's only fair since he's flirted with me so many times.
So, if you,
I gave him the most flirty wink noted, doubled with a sassy smile. Okay, there's teasing and there's cruelty. Let him off the hook. Relax. Yes, let's go grab some grub. I'd love to share a meal with you, Teo. Thank you. Teo relaxes, then when I declare my intention simply and with a bit of
all right. Consider it a date then. How about the food court here at the convention center?
No. You know, the one about 50 feet over yonder smells like fried oil and ridiculously overpriced food? You sold me on the fried oil smell. Great. starving for some fries. Me too. Teo and I continued our conversation as we walked over to the closest food vendor, tucked away within one of the many expo halls. Starving, we each ordered the biggest serving of fries. And when we both sat down to enjoy our fried potato delicacies, we instantly realized that one order would have been sufficient to feed us both. We both laughed happily at our mountain of fries. It's a fry folly! There is no way we can finish this all. Teo, if we set our hearts and our stomachs to the task, we can conquer them all. Together with you, we can conquer anything. We came damn close to finishing our food. But in the end, the tasty potatoes reigned supreme. With our hands resting on our bellies and groans leaving our lips, we waddled away from the table we shared.
Hey, thanks for spending the whole day with me. You know, I had a ton of fun.
You know what? I did too. Maybe we'll do it again sometime. I'd be up for that. Call me whenever you like. Hell yeah. I lean over and give Teo a quick hug. He stands still, somewhat stunned by the whole situation. I turn away before he can see my cheeks flush. All in all, a successful day. Beep beep. Kate, you have a new text message. Ashley. Operation Hot Dog Takeout mission complete. Asset extracted and headed home for a leisurely bath and some anime. Huh? She hacked the video site and snuck away. Look at the screens. Our flyer is airing there now. Wow. I didn't know Ashley was a hacker. Maybe we should swap tips. I'd like the Funplucks to commit fewer felonies rather than more, Iris. Aw, okay. Right, time to head home. I promised I would meet Juniper just outside the main exit of the hall, and that's exactly where I was headed. The rush of fresh air hit me as I pushed the double glass doors open. It was nice, refreshing, and had a much better smell than the one I had been around all day. I didn't have to wait long until I saw Juniper. She bounced happily up to me. So, how was your first Max, Kate? It was fantastic, exhausting, and unforgettable. All three of those work! I literally would sit there and say all three of them. Don't make me choose! Fantastic. The amount of support I got from my friends today was amazing. I know I can always count on them, and I feel like we've bonded closer as friends. I can't wait to go back next year. As to be expected with the convention. Although in your case, you really outdid yourself and got smacked with 300% of what anyone else would have, yeah? How do you figure? Well, most people drop by Max, play some games, maybe attend a panel or two, do some shopping. They're here to be catered to. You, on the other hand, you were doing the catering. And like any good caterer, that means spinning plates and doing 12 different things at once. You found interesting ways to push rising Funplucks and promote the Funplucks as a whole. You worked your butt off to do it. So rather than attending Max, you were Max. Sure feels that way. I'm totally drained. I kinda envy you, you know? It sounds like you had some great adventures today, other than designing that flyer. I didn't do that much beyond playing a few games and buying cute t-shirts and stuff, but let me tell you, they really are super cute shirts. I'm glad I could support you, though, even if it was just, you know, by doodling up a flyer. It's hardly a doodle. You did great work on the designs. Trust me, you're better off not being a caterer. It was rough. Hey, don't sell yourself short. That flyer looks super professional. I mean, no fun Comic Sans, but still pretty cool. Thanks, Kate. I really enjoy doing stuff like that. I don't exactly get a lot of opportunities at the office to express myself. Okay, let's get home and get some real rest. We've both earned it. Did you see we stuck your flyer up on the big screen? In fact, I'd say we took it. Juniper, don't. To the max. Hee. After that moment, the rest of the evening was a blur. I knew that Juniper and I took the train back home, heated up some pizza bagels, and I safely made it to my comfy bed. I think I was still in shock. At the beginning of the day, I thought there was no one going to know about Rising Funplucks. We'd be stuck as a relatively unknown mom-and-pop arcade. But now, it seems like the whole world knows, which is great, but also pretty nerve-wracking. I sighed heavily, letting all my mixed emotions flow over me. There was no turning back now. What I set in motion will stay in motion. It can only get bigger and better from here. At least that's what I'm going to keep telling myself as I drift to sleep. I'm proud of what I accomplished today, and I can't wait to tell everyone at the Funplucks about all I've done. I hope they're proud of me too. And before I knew it, Rising Funplucks will be upon us. You've cleared level 3 of Arcade Spirits. A winner is you. Now let's see your score. I've maxed out both of these. Teo definitely taking a liking to you. Dance Fever. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you scored. Holy shit, that's a lot of points. Go for the high score. Actually, I don't know what the high score is, but hey, go for it anyway. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 4? Yes. Always save game. Always save game. I want to save it there, but I need to leave that spot open. I'm gonna save it here for now. Now I'm gonna go back. I want to hit load. I want to hit this. What was this one? Oh, this one. Go to the save, go to the load without saving. 2. I want to see me wearing the maid shirt outfit. Sorry, Teo. I've just gotta know. Wearing a disguise doesn't involve talking to strangers and sounds like more fun than battling my way through more sweaty, pulsating crowds. I can't honestly say I expected to be doing this when I woke up this morning, but maid costume, right. Okay, let's do this. Ashley hands over an elegant maid outfit, which is conveniently exactly my size. As for Teo, since he's already friends with this indie arcade developer, Teo got an in on recruiting her for Rising Funplucks. He doesn't really need me. Teo, I have complete confidence in you. Lay it real thick, you know? Play coy, say all the right words, wink a whole bunch. Demonstrating a big wink using my entire face to show him how it's done. Oh my, is that how you entice people you're interested in? Let's leave the flirting to me, shall we, Kate? Also, why I don't flirt? You're just jealous you don't have these mad skills. I mean, skills with a Z, like the cool kids say. Uh-huh, sure. Don't get into too much trouble without me. I don't want to see you on an episode of Cops tonight. I promise nothing, Teo. Good luck. I don't need luck, and don't forget to snatch a photo of Kate in the maid costume. You know it? Oh, fuck off. I am standing right here. I can hear your every word. Peace. Duh. And the 3 went down to 2. I looked over at Ashley, her expression beaming with excitement. Maybe even too much excitement. Had I made the right choice? No. I can guarantee you, no. I quickly scanned my memories from the various cops and lawyer drama I've seen. What was the punishment for breaking and entering, trespassing, and tampering with equipment? It couldn't be more than, 10 years? Or possibly death? But too late to back down now. I had dug my own grave. Perhaps literally, with Ashley. Well, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. That's the spirit. So, what exactly is our plan? I'm so happy you asked. You see, that door next to the restrooms across the expo hall, the one that has the sign that specifically states authorized personnel only, that's the one. Kate is worried now. Trust me. My trust wavered as she began rifling through her bag and removed a roll of poster board. As Ashley unraveled it, I noticed that it looked oddly like blueprints. No, it was blueprints. Blueprints of the entire convention center. Why? Ashley's giving me a headache and now I want Tylenol. Listen, all we have to do is go through those doors, snake our way along the corridors, and we're there. Her finger traced the exact route as she talked me through it. The communications center should be at the end of that passageway. Easy, right? Yep, easy. Easier than breaking the right stick on the Killer Instinct cabinet at the Funplex. Oh man, Naomi is always fixing that machine. It never works properly.
First, we'll get you changed. We can use the bathrooms for that. I'll play lookout while you get your maid on.
So let me get this straight. Before I go in and change, if someone spots us while we're in our disguises, we just strip down and ditch the costumes.
One does not simply ditch the cosplay. We would change out of the costumes, hastily of course, and stash them in a secret safe place until we could retrieve them again.
Note to self, do not talk about disregarding Ashley's cosplay. Ever. Roger that. Leave disguises in hidden spot, make sure nothing bad happens.
Great! Now get in the bathroom and suit up for battle. Time's a-wastin'.
I struggled to figure out all the class and what velcros to what, but Ashley took the time to explain the basics through the closed stall door. And when I emerged, you look so cute. Take a good look at yourself in the mirror. Why am I taller than her? Oh my gosh, I look so cute. Not exactly what I was thinking, but not half bad. Well, at least this won't take long. I didn't realize my character was that tall. I figured I was the same height, if not shorter than Ashley. Because I know for a fact that I'm short. But I did want to go with gender neutral. Why the hell did they make me tall? Maybe I'm normal size, but she's short. Anyway, because of that, I also freaking look muscular. I say muscular, because it's not fat if the waist for the thing is that small. This is definitely not my style, but it'll suffice. It's not my style for the character. For a cosplay, I'd be all fucking in for it. This is definitely not my style, but it'll suffice. Besides, the point is for it to be a disguise, not on the cover of a fashion magazine. I can live with this. Perfection. And now we commence with part dos. I'm assuming she was trying to go Spanish because she didn't write to. I actually looked both ways before we exit the restroom. People don't even seem fazed by us either. I guess seeing a maid and a butler at a convention is normal. In other words, it actually is the perfect disguise. We fit in by sticking out. Go figure. We shuffle back to the expo hall of Max and stand in front of the looming doors with the authorized personnel only sign. The big red letters bored deep into my soul, reminding me of its unlawfulness in breaking the rules. Rule schmools, let me through. I'm no rule breaker. Hang on. Is there another way in? I'm not a rule breaker. I'm really not. Not in situations like this, anyway. I'm freaking paranoid on this stuff. She's like, no, I don't want to get banned from Max. This is awesome. But at the same time, why not? Some red letters aren't going to hold me back. I've been breaking rules my entire life. Shut up, no one's supposed to know about that. Have you, though? Shut up. Would you consider eating pizza bagels every day breaking the rules of humanity? Oh my gosh, yes, you are most fearsome lawbreaker. I mean, come on. I live off of ramen noodles and ravioli most of the time. By my own choice, but still. Alright. About the butcher, let's go. Ashley grabs my hand and pushes onward through the door like she owns the place. I close my eyes tightly as I realize she's dragged me into the other side. Confidence is key, Kate. As the door closes behind me, I carefully open my eyes. We're alone. No big bad boss monster looms back here. No flashing lights or laser beam mazes we have to crawl through. It's just some industrial style back hallway, simple brick walls, venting pipes overhead, and an endless concrete floor. And honestly, a little disappointed with how mundane it all is. Is this really it? Kind of like the first time I went into the break room of the hotel. It's just like, this is it? This is just where I clock in and out? Yeah. It's like, I thought maintenance would be back here. Where the hell's maintenance office? And then the freaking housekeeping office is tiny. Like, there's plenty of storage room for all the stuff they have, but the actual office they have is freaking tiny. And the maintenance room was different room down at the very end of the hall. And it's just like, well, this place is at least bigger, but Jesus. And they sent me back there at one point to get something. I don't remember what anymore. But I went in there and I looked around, and eventually somebody else came in and they're like, oh, now I see why it took you so long, because that place was a mess. It was like organized chaos type of, because they called one of the maintenance guys in, and they're like, why are you guys in here? She's like, we're looking for this. He reaches over and picks it out of something, like he reaches into the bottom of a bucket of something and pulls it out with ease, and it's just like, and how the hell was I supposed to know where that was? So, I don't know. Don't mess with other people's organization. These are just the access halls to the rooms for employees to use, so they don't have to travel across the con floor. Nothing fancy. What exactly were you expecting? A horde of security guards, all with riot gear, maybe some intricate obstacle course, and an eye scanner to confirm identification. Now, who has the overactive imagination? I mean, hey, why not? Sorry to burst your bubble, but nothing like that back here. Just you, me, and Iris. Beep beep. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Kate. Are you ready for Operation Hot Dog Takedown? Yes, sir, Ashley, sir. Whoa, whoa. What is this Operation Warm Weenies thing? And Iris, why are you and Ashley in cahoots without me? Ashley sent me all the information earlier, a copy of the filer and her plans for removing all the other ads on the Jumbotrons. I am still unclear on hot dogs and why humans crave them. However, I mean, why would you want compressed pig parts when pizza's on a bagel? And not now, Iris. Between my computer skills and Iris, we've got everything we need to hack into the mainframe. She's going to be a great help. Wait, Max has a mainframe? And is the mainframe that giant room-sized wall of hardware with spinning tape drivers and stuff? Nah, nothing like that. You'll see soon enough. According to the Max floor layout and the convention center blueprints, it should be this way. Ashley and I tiptoe our way closer to the communications room, taking our time to listen for footprints and other noises. And nothing eventful happens, that is, until we round the first bend. We both spot a Max enforcer leaning up against the wall. Luckily, his attention is diverted onto furiously typing on his cell phone. We quickly duck back around the corner and collect our thoughts in hushed voices. What do we do now? We can't just walk down the hallway. True, our path is blocked momentarily, but we can find a way past this. There might be another route to take. Let's consult the blueprints. As we start to look, we hear footprints. I don't think we have time for that, Ashley. The steps get louder and louder as he approaches us. He's coming straight down the hall towards us. There has to be something we can do. I quickly scan our surroundings and see a broken small shard of the concrete floor and a shallow indent in the wall across from us. We have to act now. Though the shard is a distraction, run for the recess in the wall. Wait for conditions to improve. That'll be loud steps. I freeze and brace. There really isn't much we can do at this point exactly. Pray and hope. I pray to whatever gods that will listen that something will divert the Max Enforcer attendant away from the hallway we are in. I can feel my breath laboring as a bead of sweat rolls down my forehead. And stepped so close now, in any second we will be spotted, and then carted off to jail. I'm too young and beautiful for the death penalty, I tell you. Blessed be the meek who rely on grace of the phone companies. Max Enforcer Rando. Hello? Yeah, I'm on break. What's up? Uh-huh. Yeah. For real? People are always crowding the Mega Indie arcade area. Okay, I'll be right there. The enforcer continues grumbling as he hangs up his phone. And we hear the steps reverse and go back whence they came. Ashley and I sigh happily. We no longer hear the footfalls. We wait one more minute, just in case, before proceeding around the corner. We weren't out of the woods yet, hoping to avoid a more sentinels. We scurried the rest of the way down until we reached the door to the communications room. We could tell we were at the correct place because of the sign over it that read communications room, unless it was a clever ruse. We did it. That was some quick thinking back there, Kate. Now all we have to do is, I reach down, grabbing a hold of the door and turn it. Locked? Locked. Well, drat. Now where are we going to find the key? Who even has the key? Do we need to pickpocket a staffer? I don't know how to pickpocket anyone. That is a lie and you know it. Don't ask. I got this one, Kate. Stunned, I watch as Ashley removes the bobby pin from her wig and begins to pick the lock on the door. What? I thought it was all movie magic. You can't really pick a lock with a simple hair accessory, right? Watch me. I do just that. She straightens out her bobby pin and then begins to twist it until it breaks in two. Taking the newly crafted metal sticks, she inserts them both into the lock and begins fiddling with it. In a mere matter of minutes, I hear a click. And that's how you pick a lock. Next time I lock myself out of my apartment, I'm calling you instead of the locksmith. Of course, I'll drop what I'm doing and come right over. I can't have my very good friend cold and alone outside of their apartment. Thank you. Max. I'm curious. Tweeter. I'm debating bringing a tab over here and looking up facewall.com/maxpo to see if anything actually comes up. Ashley smiles brightly as she easily opens the door to the communications room. It's dark, save for the glow of several computer monitors. Honestly, it looks exactly like the break room from the Fun Blocks. But any generic backstage worker area probably looks like this. Can confirm. Other than the vending machine, since we just had the fridge there, this is pretty much the break room. The mainframe is really just some computers and security monitors showing different parts of Max, each camera focusing on various angles of the main halls. Now, what do we have here? Ashley turns around one of the swivel chairs and sits down in it in front of the computer desk. Operation Hot Dog Takedown is underway. As if she's been working this job for several years, she begins cracking away at the keyboard. Alright, let's see what happens when we open this. Ah, yes, perfect. It appears to be fairly simple data storage. Nice of them to name it Jumbotron. That really cuts down on my salute. Excellent. I can see all the ads and information they route through. This shouldn't be a problem. Okay, now I need Iris. Here I am. We'll plug in Iris into the main computer. Hand me your phone. This won't hurt Iris, right? Or nuke my phone? I'm on my second phone by this point. Relax. I'm a super duper hacker cutie. I know what I'm doing. I hand over my phone and Iris along with it. Ashley plugs Iris in, and the magic begins. Hacking the Jumbotron now, lowering firewalls, phrasing pocket switch interlock. This may take some time. Please enjoy this recorded music. So, do we just sit around or thank you for your patience? The inner tubes are now unclogged. We're in. Great. Now we just switch out all the hot dog ads for the flyer of Rising Funplugs and we can be on our merry way. Understood. That doesn't sound so bad. This is actually, dare I say it, somewhat fun? Huh, that's odd. Fun just stopped. I don't like odd. What's odd? What? It appears as though an unidentified hacker has been here before us. I could follow their trail if you would like. Sure. I'm sure it's just one of the employees who lost their password and had to poke their way in. I'm not worried, plus we gotta get moving. Sure thing. The hot dog ads are removed in the Jumbotron rotation and replaced with ads for Rising Funplugs. Iris, while you're in there, can you take out the ads for Deku's Palace too? Just for good measure? Sure thing. Ashley revolves in the chair and turns back to face me. See? That was... Ashley is interrupted by a sudden burst of awful noise. Quickly, she turns around in the swivel chair to see big red letters flash across the screen. Intruder detected? What does that mean, Ashley? Why would there be an intruder? Kate, pretty sure we are the intruder. That's bad, right? That's not good. This is worse than good. It means the convention center security system knows we're here, and it knows we're altering their program. It's trying to thwart us. So, yeah, not good is an accurate portrayal of our situation. Ugh, if only I was better at this, we wouldn't be in such a mess. Iris and Ashley explained what was happening. I saw a timer pop up underneath the screen that kept flashing intruder detected. It was counting down from 5 minutes. Ashley, Iris, I pointed to the new problem. What the? Once the flyer was uploaded, it triggered a security warning. I think the hacker who came through here before sorta half-tripped it, so I didn't notice in time. Whoops. Why does this program even trigger a security warning? It's literally for ads. All we're doing is uploading a new ad. Relax, everything is fine. We just need to input the administrator password to shut off the timer. I don't actually know the administrator password. I sorta slipped in around it to upload the ad. But we can't turn this off without actual credentials.
So, now it's a race against time. What would the person who runs this place use as a password?
Their birthday. A completely random sequence of lowercase and uppercase letters, numbers, and punctuation that we'd never actually guess even if given a million years. I've been running a series of randomized characters in a brute force attempt ever since we started talking, but nothing
It's
yet.
all psychology. We just have to get inside their head. Let's see. Maybe I could go check their social media account, learn their pet's first name, combine that with their kid's birthday.
And that's when I pluck a little yellow square from the edge of the monitor that reads P45W0RW. Password. Here it is.
Yeah, well, okay, that works too.
A few keystrokes later and the alarm stops cold. Oh, looky, it's all fuzzy and stuff, but I can see our flyer up on the monitors. We did it. Yeah, we did it. Wait, we did it? Our Funplex is all over those screens. They'd know who's responsible and we'll get the death penalty. How did I not see the obvious hole in my logic before? Relax, 2 words, plausible deniability. It's the same flyer that's on the Funplex's website already. Anybody could have uploaded it. Without evidence, they can't prove nothing. They can't prove anything. In fact, they'll find proof someone else was hacking the system earlier today, which means whoever that was, they'll get the blame. Okay, no death penalty. I can relax somewhat. Besides, we did it. Well, Iris and Ashley did it mostly. Admittedly, Iris was the brawn and Ashley the brain, or maybe it was the other way around. Either way, I'm completely stupefied since when is Ashley a tech whiz? Okay, I think we'd better get out of here just in case all those in favor of evacuation. We quickly abandoned ship, retreating back through the maze of tunnels to one of the main halls of Max, vanishing into the crowd. Wow, check out the screens, our ads all over them. Looking up, I can see our handiwork with my own 2 eyes. No more hot dogs, no more Deku's Palace, just Funplex propaganda. As I take in our moment of glory, I begin listening to the people surrounding us. Oh hey, that's a new thing on the Jumbotron. Rising Funplex, sounds interesting. That's a lot of tournaments too. We should check it out. How is it I've lived within spitting distance of a real arcade and never noticed? I'm so there. Do you hear that, Ashley? Sounds like we killed it. Yes, we did it. You and Iris make a great team. Why don't you work for Elite Hackers? Ashley, how are you so tech savvy? That one. I wish Ashley's unique skill set. I feel like she might be more suited to work for a group of hackers rather than working at the Funplex. I'm surprised you don't offer up your service to the hacktivists or corporate raiders out there. How do you know I haven't? True, I guess you can't really tell me more or you'd have to kill me, right? Correct. I'll just keep quiet then. I went through a phase in high school where I was really obsessed with cutting edge electronics and technology. My group of friends and I got together during lunch and we'd just sit around in homeroom and talk tech. In fact, that's what we called it, Tech Talk. We were all silly children at that point, watching too many hacker movies. One thing led to another and we started wanting to know more. I think I was the only one who took it seriously, though. I even dressed up in cyberpunk fashion. I was completely obsessed. It became my passion for a good while. Eventually, however, everyone grew out of it, except me. And then they all started mocking me for it, making fun of my punk outfits or the fact that I spent all my time researching things like... It was awful. Some of my good friends who I trusted completely turned on me. I began questioning myself and who I was and who I really wanted to be. Did I want to be this badass cyberpunk technophile, or did I want to follow my friends onto their next big infatuation? Hell no. Oh, you're crying! I just looked away from the words and you're crying! No! I regret it to this day, but I gave up on my dreams and followed my friends instead. At that time, they were what I had to believe in. Only now am I getting back into tech due to the always changing culture of cosplay. People use LEDs and robotics to make their weapons more badass or have animated wings. I always figured cosplay was, sewing and arts and crafts. But it is. But it's also cross-discipline. Kate, you haven't seen some of the more interesting, complicated costumes I've made. Which reminds me of a certain someone going on about how arcade games involved electrical engineering program, graphic design, and even carpentry. Why don't you talk shop more with Naomi, then? Huh? She's a techie, you're a techie. Seems like there should be plenty of overlap, but I've never seen the two of you talking electronics. I figured there wasn't really any overlap. That kind of tech that enhances cosplay was invented after 1990 something. Not her thing. I would like more friends to bounce some tech ideas off of. Who knows? Maybe we can both teach each other something new. I'm proud of myself. I took all of that old technology and made it come through for us today. Think of what we accomplished. You should be proud. You've worked hard. As for me, I barely helped, but my palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Ha ha, I recognize the lyrics. Well, you can relax now. It's all over. You've done good. It was at that moment I realized how exhausted I was. A capper of what that magnitude drained me of all the energy I had left, which wasn't a lot to begin with. Well, I'm officially pooped, ready to change clothes and go home. Me too. My head is all itchy from this wig, and I can't wait to remove all this makeup. And, of course, soak my feet in a hot bath. Ashley, thanks for your help with Rising Funplex today. I really appreciate it. 'Twas my pleasure, and now I can't wait to go back to the Funplex tomorrow and tell everyone about our escapade. Just don't tell the police or someone with a badge. In fact, just don't tell anyone in a uniform. You worry too much, Kate. You should go home, relax, and revel in your success. Ashley was right. After all, I deserve a good pat on the back. You know what? I will. The gasp. Kate is actually going to listen to my advice? I know, strange. Good. I see you next time, friend. See you back at the arcade, Ashley. With our pleasantries exchanged, Ashley and I parted ways to the max floor, both equally tired and happy. All in all, a successful day. Beep beep. Kate, you have a new text message. Teo! It was a tough sell without you there, but fortunately, Michelle and I go way back. Michelle's Moon Cuties will debut in Raising Funplucks. Huh, glad we were able to pull it off without me. You should see the size of Teo's social web. I tried mapping it. Wow, it just keeps going and going. Yours, in contrast, is, petite. Adorably so. Right, time to head home. I promised I would meet Juniper outside the main exit. Okay. Ay. Welcome back, kiddo. I gotta know what the cosplay thing is. Huzzah! This way! Ashley led the way, and we weaved between people in the crowd. We traveled through the largest exhibit hall to get to the cosplayer gathering. Ashley had mentioned it to me in the Pac-Man theater, which meant risking our lives through the most densely packed hall of the entire con. And I thought the main hall was bad, but this was 1,000 times worse. At one point, they announced that the show floor had just opened and a huge rush of people came straight for us. It gave me flashbacks to the one time I worked shoe shop retail over the holidays. The horror. The horror. The gamer stampede came straight towards us, wide eyes and gripping hands. I thought for sure I was going to get trampled to death. But at the last second, Ashley pulled me to safety. You gotta be more careful, Kate. Don't lose sight of me. She pointed to her eyes and then back to mine. Our eyes now locked forever in a mystical eye-locking spell. Eventually, after several more attempts on my life through various death by copious amounts of people, we made our way to the Pac-Man theater. The theater was huge, capable of packing in several hundred people. Most of these seatings were already taken too, and people were milling around the auditorium aisles. My floor attendant senses detected this as a fire hazard, but a huge stage has been set up in front of us where normally there'd be a table for the speakers, like in a panel discussion forum. Since the theater is so large, they placed projector screens on either side of the stage so whatever is happening can be seen by those sitting in the back row. It's safe to assume that this is one of the auditoriums saved for the more popular panels, and now the cosplay parade. Ashley, what exactly is cosplay parade? Welcome back again. I'm so glad you asked, Kate. I went back to go through Ashley's thing because I've got to see the cosplay parade. As a fellow cosplayer, I have to watch the cosplay parade. But I'm still using the Teo ending that I already achieved. It's where all the cosplayers get together, line up, and show off their latest creations for the masses on the theater stage up front here. Now that I think about it, kind of self-explanatory, right? Sometimes they even give prizes to the best cosplayers, but this one is pretty chill. No prizes? Not even a shiny plastic cup to heft over your head? Ha ha, maybe one day. Today we are here to appreciate each other's talents and have fun. Before I can interject again, Ashley runs over to a person dressed as a maid. It looks very uniform to Ashley's butler cosplay. Maybe they're from the same game? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I absolutely adore your Ma from Melee Maidens. It's totally cute. I love your sword. Incredible. Thank you. I made it from craft foam and Woobula. It only took like 30 hours to do. That's so professional looking, dang. And I can't get over how dapper your Angus is. The details you put into his pocket watch are phenomenal. I actually found the watch at a thrift store and then just molded the extra embellishments on with clay. This went on for some time. I felt like it would be rude to interrupt Ashley when she's obviously having so much fun being part of her community. As she continued to chat about making costumes, I noticed that more and more cosplayers were filling into the theater. For once in my life, I actually felt uncomfortable wearing my usual comfy as heck hoodie. I felt underdressed compared to all of these Melee Maiden cosplayers. I guess that's the big anime going on right now. Seriously, well, I guess it's from the video game, but still, I guess that's the big one. Seriously, was this a costume ball or a black tiger? Yep. Not even mentioning the congratulations of Feather Capes, the congregation of feathers, capes, props, weapons, and wings. And someone in a giant mopey costume made out of square foam pixels. Percy would be delighted to see that. For all the visual chaos, the vibe remained pretty chill and friendly. Just folks sharing a common joy in dressing up as someone else. Eventually, Ashley parted from her conversation to check on me. Sorry, Kate, sometimes I get so swept up in it all. I get it. Back at the Flux, you mentioned that you can only see some of your friends here at these cosplay events. Oh yeah, cosplayers travel all over. More than other gaming communities, I bet. Do you know everyone here? Oh no, I mean, I know a good amount of people here, but everyone? Nah. Sure seems like you do. I've seen at least 30 people come up to you and compliment your butler. Hey, nice Angus, I love the tailcoat. Thanks. There, see? See what I mean? You're mega popular. You think I can spin that into some kind of cosplay event at Rising Funplex? Hey, great idea. We can have a real cosplay contest. And I'm gonna win. What's this? Competitive, Ashley? You've been taking notes from Queen Bee, haven't you? What? Don't tell me you saw us practicing in the bathroom the other day. What? I didn't. But now I can't get that image out of my mind. We ladies gotta stick together. Ladies helping ladies. Our chuckles were interrupted by one of the Max attendants. If you are participating in the cosplay parade, I need you to gather in the backstage green room. I repeat, all cosplayers proceed to the green room. Like a slow herd of brightly colored sheep, Ashley and I moved into the next room to join the rest of the cosplayers. Wait, I'm not in a cosplay. Why am I moving to the next room? When we get to the front of the line, the attendant stopped me dead in my tracks. Cosplayers only, no handlers, unless you are visibly holding up something. Handlers? Oh. Hey, Kate? Ashley tilts her head as if to signal me to step aside. Excuse us, we'll be right back. If you want to be part of the parade, you have to be back here in the next 20 minutes. I step out of line and stand next to Ashley, who is digging through her bag. I was hoping it wasn't going to come to this, but I feel like this is our only option. Ashley pulls out a surprisingly fancy, elegant maid outfit. I get to wear the maid outfit either way. And then hands it to me. That means you get to see the maid outfit, because I don't think you were here for that last run. I need you to wear this. Yes, sign me up. I'm made to order. I'm a made to order. Shut up. Wait, you just happen to have this? Nuh-uh, I'm not dressing up as a maid. Yeah, hell yeah, it's cosplay. This is the cutest maid outfit I have ever seen. Look at all the frills. And I do have fondness for cute dresses and maids. Ashley, did you bring this specifically for me to wear? Yes. Oh my god, that's why it fit perfectly in the later thing. Sometimes handlers aren't allowed on stage, and I needed to make sure I got you on stage with me. So I brought an extra cosplay just in case. That's awesome. I can't wait to try it on and see how it looks. Wait, did you say stage? Are we going up there? Yes. Because we need to spread the word about Rising Funplex, what better way to do that than on stage in the biggest auditorium at the convention center of Max? Oh. Okay, I'm in. Let's find you someplace where you can change. We made our ways to the nearest bathroom and I changed into my maid outfit. I struggled to figure out all the clasps and what velcros to what, but Ashley took the time to help me get situated. Once we were done, we headed backstage, which I'd say reasonably the Funplex break room, but hey, same purpose, same function. Here, the cosplayers lie in wait for the big show to start, including one particular butler and a newly minted maid. Eee! You look so cute. I wish I looked half as cute as you did in this. But seriously, you are going to have to do this with me more often. You make a perfect Alice. Alice? Right, I forgot you know nothing about melee maidens. Alice is the head maid of the Necromancer? Well, that explains the ears. Okay. Also, Angus, that's me, and Alice, that's you, are siblings fighting alongside each other to prevent other maids and butlers from taking over their estate. They fight for Lady Nice. Oh, and I almost forgot. Ashley pulls out more costume stuff from her pack. This time, it's a set of cat ears and a tail. Alice is a cat girl. What? But you don't have cat ears, and I thought we were siblings. Shh, spoilers. You don't find out that they are siblings until after you beat Angus's story arc. When the game starts, Angus has amnesia, and after you win, Alice appears and tells you everything. Angus's power is unleashed, and he becomes his old catboy self. It also unlocks an extra skin you can play with, but now we've gotten very far off track. Satisfied? Any more questions? I think that covers it. There are so many more questions, but not enough time, so... Ashley fastens the cat tail on the back of the main dress and places the headband on my head. With the costume finalists, take a long, hard look in the mirror. And... oh my gosh, you're so cute! Oh, it automatically makes me say that. I don't get the choice to this time. Koda, what do you think? What do you think, kiddo? What do you think? Oh, good. Katie and Stefan are here. Who? They're a couple of my good cosplay friends, and they are way more talented than me even. And they just so happen to be the MCs for the cosplay parade. Ashley waved over to them, and they smiled, waving back. I talked with them earlier. After the parade, they'll let us come up on stage and talk about Rising Funplex. Whoa, really? Oh, so I get to do that whole thing that I said with Teo earlier, but in a dress. Really? Thank you so much, Ashley. That'll help a ton. Yep, it helps to know people sometimes. We found a few other cosplayers who dressed up as other Melee Maiden characters, and we all formed up into a group. Even though we were together, Ashley and I kept ourselves safe for pleasantries. Ashley and I kept to ourselves safe for pleasantries. As we chatted away, the Max attendant came back to give us a final warning before we went on stage. Everyone listen up. We got 10 minutes before the parade. Make sure you're all ready to go. I think I'm experiencing performance anxiety. My heart rate increases and I feel flushed. This pressure, it look perfect. This pressure, it look perfect is too much. This pressure to look perfect is too much. Ashley, do I look okay? Are my ears on straight? What about my tail? You look fine. Trust me. You are the best cat girl maid I've ever seen. I bet you say that to all your cosplay friends. I don't. Honest. Well, I think that your, cosplay looks fantastic. It's fantastic. Why did you choose to crossplay as Angus anyway? I would have expected you to be one of the other fancy maids.
I crossplay because that's what makes me feel most comfortable. At first, I dressed as various boys because I adored those characters so much, you know?
Yep.
But the more I did it, the more I had fun with it. The more I began to feel like me. And then I wanted to do it more and more.
Okay, I'll see you later, and no, I will probably not be streaming at that point.
I'm still trying to figure out exactly what that means in relation to who I am, and that's the confusing part. But I guess that's all part of the journey about finding out more about myself. I know it's hard to understand, but just know that I'm working on being happy with myself. And one day, I'll be able to put words into what I'm feeling. But until then, I'll enjoy the ride.
Yup. I see. Hope I didn't pressure you into oversharing just
I
now.
wouldn't have shared it if I didn't feel comfortable with you. I mean this with all my heart. You are a cherished friend.
Well, gosh. Thanks, Ashley. I really appreciate the trust you put in me. I won't let you down. Cosplayers, the time is nigh. Once again, the attendant started barking orders at us. We all shuffled into another line, like how we were told to do earlier, and slowly we began filing out of the room. The closer we got to the stage doors, the more I felt nerves creeping in. We're next. Melee Maidens group, go, now. Ashley looks over at me, just beaming. This is her life, her everything. Take a deep breath, Kate. I close my eyes, taking in as much air as I can. I hold it for a long moment before exhaling. I open my eyes slowly and take a step into the Pac-Man Theater and onto the stage. I'm following Ashley, who is following the rest of the maid and butler crew. Once all of us are on stage, the MC announces us as the Melee Maidens group. As I look out in front of us, I can see a completely packed theater. It's hard to make out specific faces due to the stage lights, but I can see the outline of hundreds of people. That's why the stage lights are like that. It's so that you don't get nervous because you can't see the people. A rush of adrenaline surges through my body, and I look over to Ashley. It also helps the people see you. A proper butler, she takes each step with purpose and elegance. She isn't breaking character for anything. Not all the cheers in the audience, not all the people smiling and laughing around her. She is Angus, and she is owning it. The announcers ask us to strike a pose on 3, 2, 1. I curtsy with all the grace and elegance of someone with absolutely no formal maid training whatsoever. Works out. Okay, enough now. We finish holding our pose long enough for everyone in the audience to get a good amount of pictures of us. And once a specific amount of snaps have been snapped, the MC instructs us to stay on the stage, passing Ashley a microphone for the big Rising Funplex announcement. Thank you, everyone. It means so much to us that you can join my sister Alice and I here at Neko Manor. You're not breaking character, and it's amazing. As you know, we adore organizing exhibits, galas at Lady Naisa's estate. However, Alice and I are planning a very extravagant event at a very extravagant location. Go on, Alice, tell them everything. Ashley hands the mic to me. Watching her never break character has inspired me to play along too. That's right, Angus. Next week, we will be hosting a costume contest at Francine's Arcade Funplex at the Twin Pines Mall. It's all part of Rising Funplex. Along with the Fist of Discomfort tournament, a world record attempt on Moopy's Magical Maze, and the reveal of a rare and mysterious game. Oh my! First time the public will have seen it? You know it, brother. This isn't the event to miss. It will be the most noteworthy event of the season. And remember, this is a private affair, so please tell only your closest friends. Ashley winks to the audience before bowing. Another rush of cheers fills the theater as we walk off stage for a second time. The MC gives their closing words and dismiss the audience as people begin exiting the auditorium, I feel my phone vibrate and in my hidden dress pocket. The first time it was a couple of vibrations, but before I could realize what was happening, my phone started seizing. What the? I pulled out my phone from my pocket and I saw that Funpluck's face wall had over 1,000 shiny new likes. No, really, what the hell? The cosplay parade is a huge part of every Max, and generates thousands of photos and articles online. So, it was being live streamed. Ashley, you failed to mention that part. Well, you seem so nervous, I didn't want to make it worse. And that act you pulled out there now has just generated 700% increase in traffic on our site. I also globed up some paid keywords, so if anyone posts about cosplay at Max, they will see the ad for Rising Funplucks. Pretty genius, right? It's like when you click on images of maid outfits while you're surfing the internet and you see an ad for buying one right on your face wall. Oh, it looks like you finally got one. Busted. Iris, stop looking at my browser history. But that's deeply embodied within my program. Fine, just keep that private, okay? Done. Quickly, no, I have not searched maid outfits. No! I could also hear cosplayers discussing it as we waited in the auditorium to clear out. I can't wait till next weekend. The Rising Funplucks thing sounds like a blast. I'm totally going to the Funplucks place. How do I want to wear my next cosplay there? Kate, we did it! I had lots of help from you too, Ashley. Don't count yourself out. We make a pretty great team. It was great to hear all the buzz around the cosplay community, and Iris really helped with social media aspect. I can't believe it was that easy. I mean, tiring, but easy. That was great fun and all, but I'm completely exhausted. Me too. I need a break from all this. Some time to collect my thoughts and rest my eyes from all those flashing lights. I'm still seeing spots. You hear that Gavin and Naomi are running a pop-up arcade for the Funplucks? A bunch of other local arcades are doing the same, over in Hall B. It might be worth stopping by there for a breather with some friends. And make sure they aren't slacking. That sounds like a solid plan. You want to come with me? Not quite yet. I need to do some touch-ups on my makeup. How about I meet you there later? Great. See you soon. I wave bye to Ashley as I make my way toward the restrooms to get changed back into my usual clothes for the time being. And then it's off to Exhibit Hall B on the outlook for Gavin's serious face or Naomi's kind one. Heck, I already bothered getting into it. I might as well do the whole rest of the thing with it on. Yay! Well, that's it. Yes, it. Oh, that's a lot of noise. Oh, I got Ashley all the way up. No, I wanna... Let me save. Load. This one. Yes. Level 4. Well, guys, that is going to have to be it for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed taking this journey with me, but it is almost 6 in the morning, and I am exhausted. And I know I got another 6-day work week next week, so I'm going to try and get some more rest, because I've got work tonight as well. See you guys next time.